going to be really interesting to see what the decision making is. I do know that Hazama, like he doesn't have as much mobility as he used to, like in previous versions. So I do see him eyeing a Tsubaki pick here, just to kind of make it into like a close range versus close range matchup here, right? Valkenhayn is really dominant in that he has so much mobility. He really is like a very dominant mix-up character, but Tsubaki is one of the best reversals in the game too, right? So maybe that could be one way that Badline tries to kind of recapture momentum here. Just like a good read on offense or defense could help Badline here, especially because like let's just say he blocks the initial mix-up, he could reversal there with the reversal, and then invincible reversal, and then kind of recapture momentum that way. So maybe that might be a part of the plan here.
We shall see, we shall see. Well, fantastic observation. We are getting it started here at the bbcf station. Top 8 CEOtaku, Jona versus Badline.
And right off the bat, Wolf Cannon gets a combo for Jona. Very good neutral tool here. Carried to the corner. Again, there's that reversal.
There it is. You talked about it. It rears its ugly head immediately in the first 10 seconds of this round.
And then you see it right there. Badline is charging up. When Tsubaki charges up those gauges in the bottom corner of the screen, she gets access to powered up special moves, and that using that they have enhanced properties and lets her do more damage, better combo routes.
Yeah, I'm loving how Badline's been able to turn around this round entirely. Has Jona on the back end, going to be using that dead angle to get out.
Yeah, another Wolf Cannon there. Very strong neutral tool. It's very fast. Just a very, very strong tool. Good block on the DP there, but because she's got those stops, she can make it pretty much safe.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Jona trying to establish a comeback here, but just falls victim to the overhead. Badline relentless with the pressure, rapid cancel to finish it off. Nobody taking that round one.
Yeah, as you notice, Tsubaki has a lot of two-part moves, so you saw the second hit of that overhead. Just have to watch out for it.
Ooh, okay, boot to the face. Jona consistently establishing that early game momentum.
Yeah, so far it's been really good at neutral, really dominant neutral, but Badline turns it around again with another timely reversal.
Yes, all reliable here for Badline, just showing shades of what we saw in that previous round. Really kind of pestering with that normal Jona, trying to get out of dodge.
Good backdash there, punish it with punish against that 3C against Tsubaki. Carry to the corner again.
Ooh,
with
my God.
overdrive. Yeah, it's completely invincible. You can't really punish it, and so on top of that, Tsubaki can see what's going on and build a lot of free stocks here as well.
Yeah, it seems like Badline has been kind of consistently going for these wake-up options to essentially not have to directly interact on the high-low situation from Jona. Like, the DPs and the overdrive is what they're going to the most.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of making it a 50-50 against a block, different kind of mix-up, making it a 50-50 reversal or no reversal. Nice anti-air by Jona. Probably not enough to close it up. It's going to rebuild a lot of wolf meter here. Overhead.
Ooh, and you see, maybe kind of getting a little bit of glimpse as to why Badline doesn't want to interact. The Valkenhayn mix is threatening, just falls victim to that overhead as Jona took the round.
The classic rising jump C, rapid cancel, another jump C, that's a double overhead. Really hard to block. Closes out the round for Jona. Again, very good neutral from Jona. It pretty much won every one of the interactions at the beginning. This time baits out the overdrive, forces it to block.
Yeah, this is massive. So this is going to be one of those reversal interactions that Badline will not have access to. And just trying to get out of this corner. Yeah, going to be able to charge out.
Again, Jona conserving meter here, very low on wolf meter. Now, Valkenhayn only rebuilds meter on the ground. If he jumps, the meter stops charging up. So, good to notice there. Very good triangle jump there. Okay. Ooh. Reversal again. Gotta watch out for it.
Let it rip, let it fly. Jona, oh my gosh, just whip punish, not a big confirmation there for Badline. Ooh, yeah, used that overdrive earlier, so no access to the burst. Gonna have to take this one. Will it be the DP yet again?
Again it is, baited off but not punished. I think Jona could have been able to do like a delayed wolf cannon to punish it, but was afraid of any follow-ups.
Yeah, just playing it extremely passive.
Anti-air, where's the burst? There it is.
Ugh.
Now the wolf gauge is broken. He cannot transform into wolf until that gauge is completely full again. Pressure for Badline, gets low. And this is Badline's chance.
Yeah, Badline trying to make sure that we don't even get a chance to see the wolf. Gonna be setting up yet again.
Overhead block. Ooh. Very nice dead angle. But catches the air to air.
Oh my gosh.
Wrong side. Dead angle again.
So tense. Badline has brought this all the way back, but just gets locked down. And Jona, a sigh of relief as they're able to get to the dog. Mix-ups going with the wolf. Gonna be able to get that game one.
Right. Using, like, every time you, like, block a mix-up, the Valkenhayn Cup player can spend another bit of that Wolf Gauge to kind of continue the pressure, do another overhead basically. And eventually he's going to run out of media, so he can't do this forever, but right there, very clutched it out with another double overhead. There was maybe an opportunity for Badline to reverse there, but it was such a tight window, right? Unable to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Badlime's willingness to keep going. That was definitely a pretty big life test that Jona had there, or like a life lead that Jona had there, and Badline pretty much brought it down to a next interaction win scenario.
Yeah, start out with an overdrive, kind of see what's going on, and gets a reversal DP there. Knock down, try to carry to the other corner.
All right.
Pressure. And as you notice there, like Badline's doing charge cancel pressure there, right? So you can cancel any of it moves into charge with relatively low recovery there. Kind of continue the pressure. Jona forced the burst. Another, the shield tackle, just huge. It's dominant on the ground. Ooh, bit of a scramble there. Jona picks it up.
Yeah, not having the full confirm on the Tampa, but at least able to keep the momentum going is what's most important. Sneaky overhead follow-up there from the Wolf cancel, Jona.
Yeah, no meter for anything. Baits out the DP, but again, she can make it safe with that fireball. And again, because Valkenhayn can't block when he's a wolf, he has to respect it. Right. Good bait on the burst.
All right, that is definitely huge exchange value there for Jona, the round and the burst. Not having to deal with that going into this round 2.
Yeah, and that means also no overdrive too, so no get out of jail free card. And right now Tsubaki has no stocks. Gets hit low. And again, not going to be able to do a reversal. He can't make the DP safe either, so if he does it, it's got to be raw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just got to be taken
there it is.
Out, but yeah, does an interruption in between the string. Badline.
Not out of it yet. Backdashes the throw. Good pickup. Knock back down.
Ooh, okay, almost got the tech chase there. Wasn't able to get a confirm off with the punch the roll.
Good block. Forced the rapid cancel because he didn't have any stocks to make it safe otherwise. And again, Jona, with that, that backdash momentum is really hard to deal with. Fake wolf transformation.
Yeah,
double low.
Yeah, Jona smells blood, man. Like, we've been pointing out, like, the kind of defensive utilization of the tools here for Badline when it comes to DP and the overdrive. The rapid cancel may be available, but if this confirm doesn't kill, one more test for Badline, and there it is. Jona gonna be able to take it 2-0 with that Valkenhayn.
And right there, you notice that, like, that burst that was baited at the very end of that first round, and it makes such a big difference in the second round, right? I know Badline really wanted to somehow like clutch out the rest of that round, but really good presence of mind from Jona to just like hard bait that burst. And then, with that, was able to kind of just change the momentum of the rest of the round, right? Because Badline can't wake up overdrive, he can't bail any additional stocks, and now his DPs are all unsafe, right? So, small decisions to try to go for that bait end up paying off really big, like in the long term, right?
Oh yeah, 1000%. And I mean, it just had huge implications overall. Because from the immediate first knockdown situation that we saw Badline get put in, they were showing they are not afraid to spin those reversals, to do those overdrives to get out of pressure. And I think it paid off a lot in terms of them getting their game plan started. Like a lot of their big turnaround sequences was as a matter of having a successful DP rapid cancel or an overdrive, but locking that down. Very great bait there from Jona, and they're going to be headed into the winners finals for that.
Yeah, really, really, really good play there, and I love to see it, just to see how consistent that Jona's been, and also Badline too. Never/, always makes it consistently very far in tournaments, so they're going to be going down to, I believe it's called the Hell's bracket.
I love that labeling they've been doing for the brackets, yeah.
AKA the losers bracket, but we'll see them again, and they'll be facing off against one of a different match. But up next, we've got, looks like Nezu versus Monarch. So if you watched any American Blazblue tournament, you've probably heard the name Monarch. Very dominant Lambda player, also has a S on the side as well. He's just known for like really, really good defense. Being able to play in a lot of different styles, being able to play patient or not, and just really dominant with this character. I won many tournaments in this time already. And of course, Nezu, also very, very, very long player of many Arc System Works games. Obviously, even Blazblue, Nezu was like one of the very, very popular bang players. He would basically, he was like the Neta god. Like, he'd come up with like really, really interesting bang combos. He'd always be going for Furin Kazan. He'd be doing a lot of things that a lot of players don't necessarily go for to play stable. But he's really known for inventing a lot of like really difficult, like weird combos, even Robokai stuff back in the day, right? So it's good to see him, continue to play Arc System Works games. Very, very good competitor in Blazblue. I do believe he'll be playing Hibiki for this tournament, but he'll have his work cut out for him against Monarch.
Right, absolutely. I mean, Monarch has just been on a absolute tear, especially within the isolated context of this year. One of North America's strongest players. If it weren't for the Vertex Gallery just shakeup, they would be on essentially what I believe to be a 4-tournament streak, depending on their placements here at Frosties and Combo Breaker. So, and again, I believe this is also a run back from pre-COVID times. Frosty Falcons 2019. These two did play. Now, I believe it was Nezu that came out on top, and it was this matchup specifically. Monarch had the S, so it's been a couple of years since then. See how much has changed, essentially.
Yeah, and I think that I do believe the Hibiki is a very, very mobile character. It's just really, really solid too, obviously, right? And I think that it is a difficult matchup for Landa by comparison to S. So by picking S, it is like a true like neutral slash like I hit you, you hit me kind of matchup, and so that's why I may be opting for this kind of matchup.
Indeed, indeed. We'll have to see what's running through Monarch's head. It looks like they will be locking in the S. This is what they've decided to go with. And that's fantastic for Monarch to be playing at the level that they do and maintaining characters at the level that they do respectively as well. Like, juggling two characters in a game like Blazblue Central Fiction is not a very easy task at all. Like,
oh, no, it's not. I mean, every character is completely unique in this game, right? And there's so much, like, there's so much to know about every matchup pretty much, right? So much interaction. I believe they're doing a secondary change, but yeah, looks like okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what exactly goes on. So Hibiki is kind of like a character. He has really good normals. He has like a teleporting projectile. He himself can be the projectile, or he can send out like a shadow clone basically, right? He's also got an air command throw. Just in general, just good mobility. S on the other hand, she's a big sword girl. She's got a big sword, and she's a girl. And basically, she's got very good projectile, and she's just really dominant normals, right? So she's got great Oki. Is one of her also things. She's got instant overhead. So just a very, very all-around package for a character who just has a little bit of everything. One of her special mechanics is she can also power up her special moves as well, the boars. So that's another thing she can do as well. Looks like we're going right to it.
All right, let's see Monarch getting the opening exchanges here. Just all over Nezu. Nezu already feeling the pressure. Immediate burst. Get off me.
And as you saw there, like Monarch did have the boars right there, and would have been able to convert that random air hit into a full combo. So that's why Nezu might have been right. Nezu also burst early. Again, you see a little icon. That is the boars. That means some special moves from S right now will have additional properties when they hit.
Yeah, you can see the lockdown here from Monarch. Yeah, there's that enhanced special move there for S. Going to be allowing for this fantastic corner route. Nezu spinning that burst early, so has to eat the entirety of this. Rapid cancel on the DP.
Ooh, what an air throw. And good confirm here to finish it off. Yeah, just dominant round already so far. And, that's a tough spot to be in because S does have that instant overhead. You do have to block that ring as well. So some of her attacks, leave that ring out. And so once that ring is out, it'll eventually pop and also do an additional attack. So you have to really watch out for that.
Yes, absolutely. What a statement being made here from Monarch. I imagine that the game plan was going to be to try to slow things down, but Monarch is just taking the fight to Nezu extremely. I think they recognized the burst bar was trying to bait a burst there. Nezu does bite eventually.
Yeah, able to burst safely, but again, he's really his back's to the wall already. One combo from S could probably kill because she does have overdrive available. Nice dive there. Overhead is blocked.
Ooh.
Very tricky. Overhead again.
Yeah, it's feeling like Monarch's reactions are just extremely on point. Look at that!
Like we said, Monarch is really well known for very, very good defense. Good block on the instant overhead, but no punish.
Oh yeah, Monarch is just... Ooh, calm and collected. Okay. Okay, a little bit of a misplaced throw. There's a big opportunity for Nezu to kind of swing the tides around.
Safe jump, goes for an air dash instead, and Monarch, he's just so good at defending stuff. But it seems like Nezu has already changed how he's pressuring Monarch, seeing what Monarch will do. Burn the cross up.
Ooh, I like that burst from Monarch. So that was a really timely one, not only to stop the Nezu momentum, but to put Hibiki in the corner.
Ooh.
And you see Nezu wanting to desperately escape, tries to go for that cross-up again. No dice this time around as Monarch able to get the punish.
I think he was just a little bit off of having meter, right? So he had 49 meter. I think the idea was that, well, I'm going to do it, and if it gets a block, I'm just going to RC again anyway, right? But just maybe miscalculated the meter just by a little bit there. Unfortunate there. But I think that Nezu, we started to see him play a little more there. Was able to finally open Monarch up, so... he found that, hey, the cross up in the corner, it did work, so maybe I'll try it again.
Right.
This time Monarch blocked it, though.
Yeah, that'll be pretty much a necessary problem for Nezu to solve, essentially, is how to land hits on Monarch. They've been getting fantastic offensive sequences, really long strings, but when it's come to the traditional high-low game, even with them utilizing the rapid cancel to try to establish an instant overhead or go low, Monarch's just been on point.
Yeah,
so,
and that's always going to be the challenge fighting Monarch, right? How am I going to hit him?
Right.
How am I going to do some damage to him? Of course, the initial neutral is, a little bit in Monarch's favor so far. He's been getting a lot of timely anti-airs, but Nezu right now willing to play it a little bit slower this time. Okay. Yeah, they kind of feel each other out here. Okay. not any big damage there, but of course the Boris right there, right? Having it allows him to do like an overhead that actually has to follow the other combo. Nice cross up.
Ooh, okay, so yeah, really seeing a lot more success with like left-right type of scenarios rather than high-lows.
Yeah, kind of an awkward cross up there. You're not exactly sure like where it's gonna hit, so good choice there. Boris is powered up, using the rapid cancel along with the Boris enhanced special move, but drops the combo there. Air throw again.
Despite the drop, had a perfect read on what Nezu's subsequent actions would be, and the lockdown in the corner is real.
Good jump there. Being very cheeky there, a little bit of a bait. Nezu with full meter. RC into overhead. I like it. Good choice there. It's the new option that he pulled out right there.
Yeah, has typically been going for the low in those sequences, so now Nezu.
Okay, using the shadow cross up.
Ooh.
And make a burst save. He's got RC, but no. Monarch able to burst out. Oh! Unadvised dead angle, but Monarch not even kill. But Monarch managed to clutch it out.
I love that. The fadeaway, nothing personal kid with the fireball on top on the bait. Very solid option there for Monarch.
Yeah, got him with the Dream Shake, right? Again, here comes the next round. So far, Nezu does have burst, but gets anti-aired again. And again, the Boris is in place, so that DP does get the follow-up to full confirm. Jump. Good jump against the throw. Great option there, right? That way you can get some damage. Picks up on the no-tech. An additional 1,000 damage or so.
Yeah, Monarch just rolling away. I really love kind of like the dichotomy of Monarch's playstyle here. We've seen them really heavily take the fight to Nezu, extremely offensive, but right now it seems like trying to slow things down, force Nezu to find a way in and just picking those spots, covering them.
Caught the jump, looks like. Combo into crush trigger. Give me a full combo here. No, what's the mix-up? And Nezu does have burst. So if he successfully bursts here, he's got 2 chances.
Okay, Monarch. Oh my gosh!
Caught him sleeping. And burst out. This is Nezu's last chance here. He's on a pixel of health. Random fireball will kill him now.
Yeah, the final stand. I mean, has all the resources in the world as it relates to the meter, but just a trade. And Monarch going to be able to get that 2-0 victory over Nezu. Just phenomenally played all around.
Yeah, just really dominant neutral there, right? You saw like so much good anti-air work right there. Just also, once he was on offense, you know, Nezu not really able to get out of a lot of situations. So sometimes he'd get out of the initial mix-up, but the Monarch would lock him back down, right? That's what we saw really often. So Nezu would be able to handle the initial mix-up, but then right there at the very end too, we saw Fireball, like delayed Fireball, like Nezu's like, okay, I'm going to respect the Fireball. Then right after that, instant overhead, right? So really a lot of great choices there.
Yeah, definitely. Nezu was finally able to get some ground when it came to opening up Monarch, which I'm sure felt like relieving to some extent, but it was just trying to, you know, get a game on Monarch was a completely different story. Like Monarch was just extremely sharp. Again, loving that duality of playstyle. Just like in the first game, they were just on fire. Like Nezu couldn't really navigate around really anything. They were just constantly finding themselves on defense. But even the slow style, utilizing more of the fireballs, the long-reaching normals, the anti-airs, as you noticed. Loving the way Monarch is playing that S and what they're bringing to the table. They are locked in for winners finals for that Vortex Alley run back against Jona officially now.
Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of equipment on the stage currently, but
yeah,
you gotta come in. You gotta come in fully loaded, right? You gotta come in with everything prepared. You know, gotta keep your hair sharp, gotta keep your costume sharpened. But yeah, up next we've got looks like the Army 7 Chaos DGF versus a Brkrdave.
Yes, indeed. A DGF, always known for that Terumi, going to be going up against the Bug Lord Brkrdave on that Arakune.
We got a fantastic...
DGF is dressed to impress, man. Like, I don't know what to say.
There's not much else to say about it. I think I'll just let the camera work speak for itself, honestly. But,
that's what I'm looking forward to.
Honestly, Brkrdave, he's been known for a long time as villain in many fighting games. He always plays this character that everybody hates, no matter what. And of course, we've got special delivery from DGF. He is representing, what can Brown do for you? With UPS.
Oh my god, the UPS DGF, huh? All the acronyms. I like that you made that that statement about Brkrdave though, because like he definitely does play all the characters that everybody hits in every game. He's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
It's always those types of players, right?
It's always the nice guy.
Exactly.
So, Arakune, this is your very first Blazblue stream, or you've never even heard of Blazblue, Arakune is a character very unconventional. He is a literal blob. He's a little uncorporeal piece of mass, but essentially what he can do is he can hit you with moves that don't do much damage, but he fills up his other win condition, which is called the Curse. So once you get cursed, he's basically the strongest character in the game. he can summon insects from off the screen that kind of just like punish you, but also there's no animation from him. It's completely independent of him, so it's like he's controlling like 4 other characters that just beat you up, right? And Terumi is a very interesting character. He's got different like meter management skills compared to other Blazblue characters. He builds way more meter, but he also has way more supers too, right? So he's very limited when he has no meter. Even his RCs are not as useful as other characters, as you probably say. But you know, when he does have meter, he does a ton of damage. He can also close rounds out that are unburstable, right? So he's very, very aggressive, momentum-based character.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how DGF takes the Terumi neutral over to a character of this kind being Arakune, just super unconventional.
Yeah, and Brkrdave, good defense. They're using barrier to create some additional space. Now barrier, it increases how much block stun you have, but when you block attacks with it, you get pushed further away than normal.
All right, Brkrdave setting up everything on the screen, teleports away. DGF just trying to cover the space that they can.
And as you know, DGF already bursted and does like no damage on his health. That's because he does not want to get cursed.
Right.
Some attacks you know are 100% curse starters, so you kind of have to respect that and burst early, right? And then the thing is that Arakune is not doing a ton of damage on like normally, so you know you may be able to build some burst back with.
Ooh.
Okay, all right, good choice there. Take the damage where you can get it.
Yeah, making it all burst safe instantly with the distortion. And I'm really kind of loving DGF's just patience and willingness to fight this out. Just trying to match the momentum of Brkrdave. But Brkrdave does find a fantastic hit. Bursted earlier. We are cursed.
Yeah, he baited the anti-air perfectly, and now he's cursed. Oh, somehow managed to get out of that combo.
Oh my god. Invisible Arakune bugs all over the screen. You're cursed.
Oh. Debug. Debug always gets him. So now the health is about equal, but I would say that DGF is in pretty good position with all that meter. So this time Brkrdave bursts. Wow!
Oh my god.
Went low. That instant low is so hard to deal with, and he's cursed again. Uh-oh. He does have a reversal, but it's going to be tough sledding here. Yes. Which side? And he tried to burst it.
Oh, no!
Yeah. He tried to steal the round with bursting, but like I said, those bugs, Arakune does not have to do anything to make them come out. He can just watch it happen, right? So basically, he's just waiting there for that bug to hit, and then he tried to burst it, and it did not work out for him.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty expensive decision here from DGF, especially with that starter here from Brkrdave.
This could be a speed run.
Oh my gosh, guess who's going to jail tonight?
Okay, just going to take the no-tech. In the corner. Which side? Same side. Overhead.
A bug-infested cell as we're in this corner. And Brkrdave just running away with the momentum. DGF needs to answer right
overhead.
now.
Yeah, and you know, Arakune's mix-up is not like super good by himself, but you know, if you don't respect that overhead, you are gonna die.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, empty jump into low. You know, you can say what the mix-up is after the fact, but it's like, oh yeah, I didn't block that.
Yeah, basically, it's just so overwhelming, and I gotta imagine it's so frustrating to be put in those situations. That's what informs the decision-making of like a round start burst, or even like an end of the round burst, which is like, I really don't want to be here. The Arakune is just, ugh.
Yeah, and that's what's really frustrating about fighting him is that Arakune, because it's so slippery and weird to deal with, he oftentimes like eliminates a lot of parts of your own game plan, right? So I just saw like, what does Terumi do as a character? You have no idea because you didn't get to play.
Right.
Okay, so Arakune has 3 different clouds here you can summon. That's to follow the opponent clouds. This cloud will basically follow forever. But if Arakune gets hit, just like that, it goes away.
There it is. Another one of those early bursts there from DGF just to try to avoid that cursed win condition that Brkrdave has shown time and time again. They're able to set up off of seemingly any hit.
Whoa, the fake. Whew. I haven't even mentioned Arakune has like teleports and like fake versions of himself he can do. They're all just little tricky things that are annoying, but again, here comes the curse. Maybe get a no-tech here. No, he's forced to, and I don't even know what he tried.
The curse, inevitable Brkrdave.
Yeah, one more mix-up. Goes for a super. Hey, got out of it.
All right.
So that super is projectile invincible. So since the bugs are projectile, you know, it does beat some of those setups. Trying to get something started here.
Yeah, hopefully that's exactly what DGF needed. But yeah, this life deficit is just extremely tough to work against. Now, they spin burst last time to try to get it back. I don't think we will see a hero burst this time around.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just hard because, like, right there, you know, Arc couldn't teleport to the other side of the screen. That's one of his skills. And, you know, I think DGF tried to, like, meet them air to air, but instead lost the jump A. Maybe using a standard ground anti-air would have been better there, but tough sledding right there. Forced the early burst again.
Yeah, just doesn't want to allow for that curse to happen. I mean, I have seen sequences in DGF neutral game where they do have a great idea of where the traps are going to be going, what's happening with the dust clouds, where Brkrdave might be navigating and having the proper counterplay. But the more the set has raged on, it just seems like it's been the Brkrdave show.
Yeah, good challenge there. Even though DGF was plus, Brkrdave challenged anyway, and now he's got curse for it, and he's going to get the kill.
Oh,
overdrive, just make it hurt, right? Woo! All the hits.
And there it is, Brkrdave with the 2-0 victory. As I said, looking like the Brkrdave show as far as what's on. Maybe a bug's life, because oh my gosh, the curse and just the overall overwhelming presence of the bugs happening there for DGF. Super tough, but I mean, getting top 8 as stacked as a tournament as we had here for CEOtaku has to at least hang their head high for that accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, Blazblue is still one of the biggest games here, right? It's been many, many years since its release, but it consistently, especially after the netcode update, a lot of people still love Blazblue. They love playing it. And so, you know, just great to see, you know, a lot of players show up, and, you know, even players who played it for a long time. You know, Brkrdave still looks very, very sharp. Jona still looks very, very sharp. So, you know, sometimes it's just like riding a bike, you know?
Yeah, that's what's been just amazing to see when it comes to this. Oh, yeah, hold it up, let them know. DGF's completely dripped out.
Yeah, dripped out in the Keyblade. He's ready to open some doors.
There it is. Put DGF in Smash. I mean, Sora's already there. We can use a DGF in there.
Just put a DGF skin in the game, right?
I love it.
All right. Up next, we got Daze versus Elyon. Elyon, I believe, is a Jubei player, right?
Indeed.
And then I think, excuse me, I think on the way here he did beat a beautiful dude to make it to top 8. Very, very close set. But we will see him go up against Daze. Now, Elyon, like, Jubei is a character that, like, when they first came out in Central Fiction, very, very, very highly anticipated. Everyone wanted Jubei in the game, right? But,
right.
You know, weren't sure how he's going to play because he's supposed to be, like, you know, physically, like, the strongest character in the series. But, you know, after all the power creep, I guess it was fine anyway, for the lore fans out there, right?
Indeed, indeed. I mean, Elyon in the past has been with the Blazblue franchise for a long time. Has been like the leading charge for this character. Has made them look insanely overwhelming to deal with in terms of like just the overall mobility factor. I mean, I've seen Elyon in tense scenarios having the life lead, being willing to just go to the top of the screen and just fly all across to try to timer stall, but also just a high-low game, extremely menacing character to deal with. Now, Daze, if I'm not mistaken, usually goes to like 9 the Phantom, right? Yeah, so also just equally overwhelming character to deal with, probably for different reasons, in terms of lore reasons for this matchup. A little funny. But we're going to be seeing lots of spells, and I imagine just trying to get the read on where Elyon is going to be attempting to navigate in the air spaces, covering it, and then trying to keep that cat locked down for as long as possible.
Yeah, now, like, Jubei is a character with a ton of mobility, but he's also very different. So, like, his... in Blazblue, there's a lot of command normals. Like, every character has like a different command normals per button. He has counters on some of his command normals, so it's easy to make mistakes and like get the completely wrong move with them, and you could die for it too, right? The other thing about Jubei is that he's always crouching when he gets hit. So every other character in this game, in Blazblue, one of the things that kind of bounces and like what makes it a little bit difficult for people to pick up is that there are different combos for people who are crouching or for standing, right? And oftentimes, depending on the character, you get more reward for if they're standing, if they're crouching. You go for different things because of like whether you want that kind of hit, right? Jubei, on the other hand, is always crouching, so most characters get crouching combos on him. Most characters do more damage against people who are crouching, so.
Indeed, indeed. And I know that Daze also had a Jin Kisaragi. I wasn't expecting to see it here, but it looks like that's what they've locked in for this match against the Elyon.
Yeah, they don't want it to be like a domestic violence fight, right? So they went with Jin Kisaragi instead, the not wife of Jubei. But it looked a decent choice too, because I do think Jubei's like mobility can really overwhelm 9. 9 is a very strong character if you can make contact, right? But you know, Jubei's so quick that maybe you'll never make contact because she can't build spells without touching you.
Right.
So maybe just unable to touch him, so just go for a more standard character that can kind of just fight him straight up. And you know, once again, as you mentioned, Jin, it just does a lot more damage to people who are crouching. So, and since Jubei's always crouching, you know, good choice here.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see how it shapes out here. Okay, the big counter hit, air-to-air call here from Elyon.
Okay. Good block there. Wow, good challenge.
For real, from that far away.
Early burst to keep the momentum, overhead block. Woo. Very calm, catches the jump.
Yeah, really kind of liking the grounded approach that Daze is taking here. Off that initial air-to-air starter, Daze just kind of establishing the ground game, taking it nice and slow.
Yeah, it looks like Daze is getting a little bit warmed up though. Hasn't been able to finish these combos off. So might see that change soon. DP, unable to hit the follow-up. Kind of need those.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of a little bit paranoid about Daze's barrier uses. They've been using it on a lot of the Jubei strings, and it's nearly depleted. Don't want to go into the cautionary status.
Ooh, install. So now Jubei has access to a lot of different special moves. You may see that play out here as well. Okay, just catches the jump, looks like.
Yeah, it may have been a backdash. I feel like that was a direct effect of Daze's barrier being so low.
Yeah.
Not really wanting to utilize that, going for other reversal or defensive sequences and just getting caught.
Yeah, looked like Daze had plenty of opportunity there, unable to capitalize in the way that you expected. Uh-oh, actually did the counter. As we mentioned, you know, Jubei does have counters on many of his moves. I don't know if that was intentional, but it did get him hit. Ooh, good anti-air.
Yeah, absolutely. Elyon catching in a good amount of damage. Daze just going to be able to get that burst back right here, right now.
Tried a quick rise, got punished for it.
Yeah, Daze used that burst pretty early on in the round. Right now,
it's okay.
Half life, okay.
Into the corner, no meter though. Catches the backdash, forces Elyon to burst. Whoa! Wow, I thought he blocked it, but he didn't.
Extremely cheeky side swap scenario with the ball there.
Okay, install. Good use of the barrier there. So part of the reason you want a barrier is because it pushes him away. It makes it harder to do the instant overhead. Good air dare catch though. Elyon might be able to close this out pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
Ooh, dropped it, but we'll take that.
Okay, yeah, works out. Just able to gel to the air to ground, and Elyon looks extremely dominant in this game one.
Yeah, I mean, I did think Daze had some opportunity there to, you know, do some damage, but it's going to stick with Jin here.
Yeah, hopefully it can work out. Daze is getting some sequences going. Just like the established control of the mid-range, it has had varying degrees of success, but I feel like Elyon's adaptation factor has been phenomenal. Like getting these anti-air calls, these air-to-air calls as well has been a common starter.
I definitely think Daze is too close to Elyon. Like, Jin's range in the air is actually very long, but he's really fighting very, very close to him. That's why he's losing out those spacing battles. Tries to punish the fireball.
I like the ideology that just wasn't quite the proper horizontal trajectory.
Okay, good block here. Backing off, going for 2D again. Blocks a fireball, blocks a dash. Okay. Bit of stagger pressure there. Jump, re-jump pressure. Just puts out the ice. Just taking a break.
Yeah, I'm liking the different utilization of tools here from Daze. Just this in and out playstyle, setting up traps here and there, trying to get some miles off the fireballs.
Yeah, kind of forcing Elyon to go to the dash there just to keep it safe, right?
All right.
Okay, nice jump timing. Forces the burst from Elyon, blocks the fireball, puts himself in the corner. Okay, install. Pretty much any blockchain could go into install for Jubei. It's pretty much just free pressure, right?
Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to be able to get a catch off for this free pressure. Fight their way out of that corner now, has Daze's back up against the wall, and able to get the overhead confirmation. Daze having none of that.
Yeah, bursts out again. Well, Elyon, the character is very, very fast. So he just meets him at that short range, able to punish him.
Yeah, it felt like the momentum was changing in this matchup a bit. Daze was having some good finds in terms of how Elyon was trying to escape the corner. It was after Elyon bursted, and Elyon was kind of able to flip the tide to get back into their pacing. Things kind of turning away.
Yeah, good anti-air. Nice, okay. Crouches under that. Daze with a combo here. Seeing some good stuff here. Resets with an overhead. Okay, nice pressure. I like it. Good confirm.
Indeed, yeah, this is some of the more significant sequences that Daze has been able to get. Unfortunately, not the end of a combo there. Just trying to put up a wall, not allow for Elyon a free escape. That 50 bar is coming up soon, so we may be able to see another activation.
Yeah, if he blocks or gets hit by anything, that means an install's coming. So Elyon's going to keep it on the ground here. Still got meter. And goes for the cross-up, but not able to combo. Dead angle back in the corner. Another good anti-air. Elyon's time isn't really good on that, but unable to confirm.
Yeah, I love the attempt for the side swap confirmation there from Elyon, not working out. Still has decent control. Daze is going to be able to find a hit to even up the life totals just a bit. Elyon on 100 meter right now. Gets cracked on the dome. I like your cut, G. Daze. Yeah. Overdrive confirm.
I like it. I like using the RC and overdrive. So because Elyon didn't burst right away, you know, that overdrive goes through, becomes an unburstable combo. And a good choice there, I would say.
Yes. Super clutch in the moment decision making there from Daze. A much needed round as well.
Another good anti-air from Elyon. Couldn't confirm it this time though. Looks like he does. He had dropped the last couple of attempts this time and managed to pick it up. Ooh. Fake cross under.
Where do you think you're going? All right, Elyon has about half the life done. This has been so cheeky on the strike throw mix after that, confirmed time and time again. Daze has the DP to work with, won't have the burst of overdrive available. Definitely not with that overdrive activation from Elyon.
Yeah,
and look
overhead.
at this.
This may close. He's got, EA didn't last long enough, so got a chance here. But same side, Elyon able to close it out.
I love it. Yeah, Elyon just looking like they haven't skipped a beat, and rightfully so. It's definitely one of North America's strongest players. I know that they had a showing earlier this year, I believe in Frosties, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
so,
I believe so.
Yeah, it's just nice to see a lot of the Blazblue crew have a resurgence in multiple ways. I mean, we've had, as you mentioned earlier, the rollback netcode kind of bringing in this rebirth era of Blazblue Central Fiction, and the opening of majors like this for people to gather around and play offline once again. It's just fantastic to see these players still look up to snuff and super sharp, as Elyon's going to be able to take that win.
Yeah, very good play. I mean, good players stay good if they keep playing. But yeah, but don't go anywhere. We have some good ads to show you.
Indeed, indeed. One of those good ads would be Boxu. You can discover Japan through snacks. Look at all those delicious snacks over there in that box. You can get $15 off your first box using the code CEOtaku, so be sure to take advantage of that.
And of course, up next, this is in fact CEOtaku. It is part of the ARC World Tour. And of course, the upcoming schedule is, we've got tournaments basically every month all over the world. So, these are qualifiers for the ARC World Championship, which will also be taking place later next year. But of course, do check out these events if you're interested in qualify in Strive or DNF Duel.
And yeah, speaking of offline tournaments, be sure to check out Frosty Faustings. We're here at CEOtaku. We have anime games all around. Frosty Faustings, I hear that they have some pretty good anime games there as well, alongside some other titles. So February 2nd through 5th, hope to see you there in Illinois. The registration opens on October 2nd.
And of course, check out Controller Chaos. If you want a sick customized controller, especially one, and it's CEOtaku Part 16, you can check them out at controllerchaos.com. Use code CEO2022 to get 10% off your tournament gear.
And we got some fly controllers, some dope offline tournaments. What about online? Check out PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights for Guilty Gear Strive. You can register now on PS4. Up to a $500 prize pool as well. You do not want to miss that.
And of course, Astro. Astro's been around for a while. They've been making quality headsets that you can use for tournaments, for at home. Either way, they come with some with mics, some without. Do check them out. AstroGaming.com to get a nice quality headset that you can use wherever you may game.
Indeed, and yeah, we've been talking about Guilty Gear Strive. There's some kind of anxiety in the air of what may be coming next, but whatever it may be, make sure you buy that Season Pass too. It's already starting out great. Bridget has been a fantastic addition to that game, and there's more characters and stages coming, so be sure to buy Season Pass too.
Yeah, and I think Jubei's already posted that, mysterious USB drive. So at 4 p.m. before DNF Top 8, I do believe there may or may not be an announcement. Or it could be nothing. You never know. It could be the anime music video that Jubei shot. Who knows?
The Jubei of all time, I would say.
It's a tough call, right? Okay, it looks like Brkrdave. We're staying back with losers. It's going to be Brkrdave versus Badline. I have seen this matchup play out before. And I believe that, I think Badline has tried both characters. Both characters have a way to beat Arakune. Hazama could just try to outzone Arakune and also run away from Arakune. Tsubaki could just, beat the stuffing out of him instead. And also just have, not necessarily, you may not need to do a reversal just to get out of that curse pressure, because we all know that doesn't work. But the reversal, the uppercut, it works as an anti-air. So one of the most annoying things about fighting Arakune is it's so hard to anti-air. You can use that as an anti-air and try to, make some waves that way.
Yeah. Well, I love that explanation you gave from the fight or flight type of response that Badline could have with their characters. For the context of this, it looks like they're choosing violence. They're going to be going with the Tsubaki Yayoi against Brkrdave's Arakune.
Yeah, and I do like this choice as a whole, too, because that also kind of unlocks the overdrive as well, right? So the overdrive is also a good option for Tsubaki, one way defense or offense. Drops the combo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is definitely the shades of what we've been wanting to see against Brkrdave. Just having to be under some pressure, some wins in the neutral game, and maybe putting a stop to the snowball effect that we saw them implement previously.
Yeah, you definitely need to come prepared to have offense against Brkrdave too, because he is very good at defending himself. Right there, beat out the plus frame hammer with a very good timed reversal button press. But again, Badline gets another hit in. He's out of meter though.
Yeah.
FFG. Overdrive. I like the overdrive choice there. It's going to have meter now.
Yeah, meter
Install.
and locking out the burst just in case Brkrdave even had it in mind. Look at all of this damage we're going to be able to get for that clutch stuff.
Yeah, so during overdrive, if you do the overdrive super, like it kind of prevents her from losing her meter, right? And so she's able to put as many special moves as the meter will last. It's very strong.
All right. Badline. Hey, I mean, you said this was going to be an offensive onslaught here if they went for the Tsubaki. I'm seeing why.
Again, a very good timely challenge from Brkrdave. Once again, punishing that hammer, which is a plus for him move, but if you hit it before it comes out, that's no longer plus.
Yeah, we got to see how Badline deals with this situation, though. Brkrdave setting up that curse. We're in the corner.
Ooh.
Does not have the DP Rapid or the burst available, and we see the price that is being paid.
Yeah, that's hard to block mix-up because essentially, it's a guard crush. Oh, it just walks into it! Forced another curse. That cloud, when it's around you, you know, it's not an attack, but the longer you stay in it, the more cursed you get. Again, burst safely, but still has to block one more mix-up. What is it going to be? It's a air unblockable.
Oh my gosh. It just keeps all coming and going. That Brkrdave curse is the worst, let me tell you.
Yeah, that is a tough way to go right there. Like, man should get out, but you know, still, you had to like just keep it in there for one more second.
Okay.
Good hit on the landing recovery there. Some of Arakune's moves do have landing recovery. You can punish them by meeting them with the timing. Another good challenge for Brkrdave, but too far to confirm.
Yeah, it's been a constant there. Brkrdave just finding those gaps in the offense to mash out. Maybe going to be, having Badline question the way that they're sequencing their offense, because that's worked at least 3 times.
Ooh. Again, I think that Badline has changed the spacing on the hammer now. So he's doing it from a little farther away. It's harder for Arakune to challenge. The double low gets a hit in. Brkrdave burst. Wants to close this out.
Badline on the chase. This might have the life lead.
The air
control.
Yeah, that dropped air is going to hurt because that could have been a full curse, but instead, Badline needs one more hit or throw to kill. Good block there from Brkrdave. Overhead blocked.
Ooh, yeah, this lockdown. Brkrdave.
Yeah, they're scared. Being respectful, gets hit, but too far away to confirm. Good spacing from Badline there. Mitigated the damage, but got hit.
Oh, no.
What's the... Oh! No, but the bug is there. Gotta watch out.
I can't believe the
Guard
reversal
crush.
of that sequence. The curse is still here. Brkrdave is trying to run away.
Oh, he reset him.
Don't be a victim.
He got reset by that. He's got one more mix-up to block. FFG!
Oh my gosh, you're a victim, Brkrdave. Clutch outplay. Curse when they needed it the most, and reversal to seal it off. They'll be going up game 1.
That was such a good reversal. We saw the reversal come out in the previous one. And then, you know, did it again, right? Undeterred. Even though he lost that round completely to that bad reversal. Did it again, managed to close it out.
Oh my gosh, what great senses there from Brkrdave in order to bring that back. Because, I mean, the offense from Badline, just overall neutral control has been really on point. Hard fought round on both sides.
Yeah, I like a lot of what Badline is facing here. It's kind of preventing Brkrdave from getting big damage from, like, not big damage, but like big curse meter from a lot of his challenges. So, again, you saw that again. Brkrdave managed to get the hit, but unable to confirm it. Uh-oh. Good burst. Woo! Prevented the curse.
Trying to prevent it. Maybe it's inevitable.
Good block there, dead angle. Nice air to air. So once again, you saw that like that spiky move from Arakune is really hard to deal with. But you know, meeting it air to air, Tsubaki's jumpy is really, really fast. So able to beat it out there.
Beautiful. Yeah, right now it's the Badline show, just slightly misplaced on that charge, but Brkrdave trying to go for that challenge. Maybe that pesky 5A we've seen time and time again. Going to be met with a huge punish. Badline.
Still alive though. I don't know what that was, but it almost worked.
Keeping Badline on their toes.
Almost like air dashed out the corner.
Right. Okay.
This has been a very even set so far, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
Follow you, Cloud. Ooh, try to challenge, even though he may not need the combo here. He's going to get it anyway.
All right.
Curse is active.
Once again, finding themselves in a situation without resources, so... Oh.
Yeah, try to roll there. As you notice, there's that weird like green cloud on them. That green cloud prevents you from moving very much. So even though he had managed to successfully roll, he just wasn't able to get very far. Bug punished him. And again, tries to roll again, just get punished.
Yeah, the slow-paced mind games and neutral control that we've been seeing between these two out of the window for that round. Brkrdave getting an early curse and making it work.
Both characters with burst here. Goes for an overdrive. I like the choice there. Good challenge. Gonna have a little bit of a Tsubaki meter to go with as well.
Indeed, indeed. A very fantastic reward to have here, especially with the life lead that they've been able to gain.
Yeah.
Now Brkrdave trying to reset back, put some traps on the screen, but great just rush down on the ground there from Badline to meet the landing.
Yeah, Tsubaki has one of the faster run speeds in this game. Another hit, tries to bait the burst. Overdrive. Ooh, good punish on the backdash. Badline's going to take this.
Huge. All right, Badline in there with this Tsubaki, and I feel like that they're definitely cognizant of the risks that come into play when it comes to trying to air Arakune or trying to chase down Arakune. So they're picking their spots wisely. They've gotten these huge counter hits, getting fantastic confirms for them, and just sticking to Brkrdave to make sure they're not too comfortable. You know, varying up the block strings with the Brkrdave challenges that have been coming into play. It's been a really solid back and forth.
That was almost scary. We got tagged again by that. Trying to run in too much. Gets tagged low there. And here comes, this could be a Brkrdave round. Again, with that green on you, you can't really move very much, so it's crossed up.
Yeah, we've seen this one time and time again. Brkrdave with the massive life
Or mix up. Ooh, good challenge. Good challenging the invisible Arakune. Uh-oh. But speaking of challenges, Brkrdave is definitely not one to not challenge.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot within this set. Badline, though, really still taking a fight over to Brkrdave. I feel like they're not out of this yet.
No, absolutely not. Forward roll there. Forward roll against that forward jump is very good. Again, the air-to-air. It's so hard to deal with. And this is part of kill. It doesn't even need the curse. Yeah, it's just hard because, like, you know Tsubaki can beat that move, the Arakune's jumpy with her own jumpy, but it's all about spacing and timing, and that time Brkrdave had the advantage there. Or again, like I said, it can win, but you just have to have the right timing and spacing for it.
So yeah, this one being slowed down yet again. Ooh, I love the out the anti-air with the fatal counter. Couldn't get the full confirmation for it though. But yeah, again, just sticking to Brkrdave, not letting him get too comfy cozy in the air game.
Yeah, nice low there. Tags Brkrdave trying to do something. Brkrdave burst. This is like a somewhat early burst, so maybe you can get another burst back the next round as well. Oh, I tagged him on the dash.
Oh, yeah, Brkdave's been setting up those traps on the ground a lot. Badline has had pretty good wits about it.
Yeah, that was one. Yeah, just a really good read on when the dash timing would come out.
Okay, charge the full resources.
Ooh.
Badline.
The fireball broke the cloud. It's a hit. Tries to air throw. Oh, gets tagged low. And the RC, this is going to be a curse.
Oh my gosh, no way. Badline has done so much work within the context of this round, but now they got the fight for their life. Literally, in terms of their tournament life. Betting it all on the curse. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, DP baited. One more mix-up. Can you try DP again, but this time blocked it because he had the RC.
Okay. Able to survive. Dead angle, fighting for their life.
Whoa, yeah.
There it is, Badline able to survive the curse. The curse from Brkrdave has seemed to just have a fatal effect on all of his opponents, but some resistance here from Badline to the final round.
And just even shocking was that he beat the slide with Tsubaki's 5B. That's just unheard of.
Amazing.
Oh, tried to anti-air there a little bit too late. Now he's cursed again. Badline, can you make another miracle? But this time he doesn't have meter to RC his DP. What can he do here? Same side.
Rough. Good defense here thus far.
Same side, instant overhead. But not as much damage as it could be. I guess you could take it that way. Only half damage instead of being completely dead.
And just a test of resistance. How much can Badline take? Half-life it was the punishment for getting cursed, but now they have an overdrive confirmed to try to even up the odds a little bit. Find some momentum, put Brkrdave under some pressure.
Whoa, 6C starter. This is going to be big damage. Yeah, as you see, 6C is one of Tsubaki's best starters. Almost 5,000 damage.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Not only evening up, but having the life and now Brkrdave.
Overdrive gets hit! And they should do it.
Astral! I banish you! The Astral finish here from Badline. A statement win with the 2-1 victory over Brkrdave. You want to talk about resiliency? We've seen Brkrdave curse their opponents to just have that lead to a victory all the way through, but Badline finding better defensive sequences, just staying very focused, understanding the assignment, and getting the Astral finish. That has to taste sweet.
Yeah, and just even from like a base level there, right? When he got the 6C opener, capitalize full damage, right? If you don't take the full damage there, you wouldn't have been able to put Brkrdave in a one combo situation to kill him, right? So you're just being able to play, like, having like, oh yeah, this is a 6C start, I'm just gonna do the full combo, get the full damage, and then just put Brkrdave in a situation where he's forced to like reversal overdrive and just be in a weird situation there, right? I know Brkrdave probably tried to do EA or something, but just wasn't able to do it, and you know, Badline able to close it out.
Beautiful. I loved that. That was such a back and forth set of just completely different ideologies and approaches per player. We saw the adaptations happening like in real time on both sides. Just kind of shows how crazy and dynamic a game like Central Fiction can be, even after all this time.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, up next is going to be Nezu versus Elyon. Once again, Nezu, the last standing one, right? The last person from Japan still in the tournament. representing his country. And, you know, we saw his Hibiki pretty solid, right? Just up against a brick wall like Monarch is just really hard. But maybe he'll have a better chance against Elyon. But as we've seen already, Elyon did have some pretty good flashes of good defense as well. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. This will be, I imagine, a high mobility battle between Jubei and Hibiki. Both of their kits kind of being catered towards those areas, mastery, definitely in the air game. So I want to see how both players navigate around it. Now Elyon making fantastic use of the ball mix-up to side to side, getting the activation. But Nezu, on the other hand, really utilizes the Rekka in interesting ways. We've seen a lot of follow-ups that I feel like I don't see many Hibiki players use. So really kind of eccentric with the decision-making.
Yeah, and we might see, there might be a lot of different ways that they could fight each other, right? We might see a more carefully spaced gameplay, but you know, Elyon, because as you mentioned, both characters are very fast on the ground, but maybe they'll opt to kind of just take it slow, kind of space each other out, right? So it'll be interesting to see which player does what here.
Yes, absolutely. International competition here at CEOtaku has been a delight throughout multiple top 8s, multiple games, but Nezu, the last fighting hope here for Japan, up against one of America's best, one of America's strongest, being Elyon. This is going to be a good one.
Let's see here.
Alright, the Wheel of Fate is turning as it does. Loses quarterfinals. Hell's quarterfinals, excuse me.
Yeah, you gotta use the correct terminology.
Elyon starting off strong here, not getting the full confirmation. You see both players just kind of dancing around each other, trying to get a feel for what type of vibes we're rolling with here.
So far, yeah, again, kind of very carefully spaced game out so far, right? Not really trying to overcommit on either guard here, but overhead block.
Okay. Yeah, we see Nezu trying to build up the layers of what exactly they may do in terms of actually opening up their opponents. Did not have much success with the straight-up high-low mind game against Monarch. Right now has Elyon under immense pressure. We see the dead angle come to try to even up Elyon. Pushing away.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that time it hit.
Nezu going to be able to cash it. It's in for all that it's worth. In this context, it'll be a kill as they take a dominant first round.
Very solid play overall. I think that I think that just one thing you'll notice that Hibiki's numbers are actually probably more disjointed than Jubei's, right? It's because he's using swords, Jubei's using his foot sometimes.
You're right.
Just happens to be what it is. But in the true context of it, it's just that Jubei's a little faster, so his numbers are a little bit less disjointed. Okay, good use of the teleport there.
All right.
Instant overhead, but it looked like it hit him standing. DP baited. Burst right away from Nezu. Wow, caught the shadow.
That was a nice call out. Loving that counter hit confirmation there from Elyon. Has Nezu locked down now. You can see they're trying to play some defense. Yeah, you cannot escape this quarter for free, amigo.
Here we go. Yeah, take the blue beat there. And it's a cross up with the fireball. Yeah. Jubei does have a lot of mix-ups with that meaty fireball. Can also do an instant overhead. It's just really nasty character that once you're on your back. Honestly, it doesn't do a ton of damage. Every instant overhead is just a little bit of damage, but it's really frustrating to deal with, and you may try to do something you're not supposed to.
Right.
Good use of the shadow to go for a low.
Yeah, I'm loving when they reset back into the full screen scenarios, by whatever case it may be. Elyon constantly going for that fireball to just kind of establish that, okay, I'm controlling this space. If you want to take to the skies, we can scrap up there if we want to, but just know I'm going to have you have to actively decide what you're going to do with this fireball when it comes for you.
Yeah, good throw against the roll there. Nezu wasn't ready to tech it.
Look at that, a little bit over 3K. Another blue beat. Hey, yo, what you doing over there? Oh my gosh.
Tries to jump, gets counter hit. But, however, Nezu with the nice air. And he does have a burst, though, compared to Elyon, who does not. Okay, again with the dash. Meets the timing. Goes for install. Forces Nezu to burst again, but he's got to deal with this installed Jubei now. Yeah. Scary.
Okay, yeah.
Good air, but awkward, and catches him with that rapid slash. That should kill. Yeah, I think Nezu had he was going for probably one of his strongest moves that are unsafe, but it just completely lost to Jubei's move, so just happened to come out faster. He's intending to RC it, right? You want to that's your standard, oh, this move's unsafe, but it's really strong. But, you know, Jubei just had the better move there.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It feels like Elyon is well aware of that interaction as well. That's been that dive, a constant usage in terms of when they see Nezu go into the air. And I feel like just in terms of overall air control, Elyon has had it. Again, putting out that ball to kind of imply or kind of want for Nezu to take to the skies and just saying, okay, if you do so, if you're going to try to skip this corner, if you're going to try to approach me from there, I have an answer for it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think just as you mentioned before, like the dive slash from Jubei has been able to catch Nezu's timing most of the time here, right? So Nezu, like, Hibiki will hang in the air to kind of do the shadow attack, but the dive has seemingly have caught both options there, so good choice there and timing from Elyon. Again, once you've allowed Jubei to get far away, he can take up that screen with that fireball.
All right, counter hit out the skies. Business as usual here for Elyon. Oh my gosh, able to find one of those timely anti-airs.
Yeah, and cross-thundered back into the corner too. Very good choice. Okay, nice reset. I like it. A reset into air throw.
Yeah, and if you're Nezu right now, you have to be feeling under immense pressure, holding on to the burst for now. This is where Elyon starts to cook.
Instant overhead again. Double instant overhead into install.
Just relentless.
As you mentioned, it only did 1,000 damage the first time, but he did it again just to pressure. Now he's got install to do extended combo. Reset. Gets hit by Nezu here. Nezu trying to make something happen. He's got meter and active flow. Air dash. Okay. Do a little bit of pressure here. See if we can get Elyon to crack that angle, aka counter assault in this game. The attack you can do while blocking. Good mobility. Uses it again to kind of keep Nezu out.
All right. Japan's final hope here. Nezu trying to fight to stay alive, but Elyon putting up a huge fight. Just one round away from being able to take the early burst.
Yeah, early burst. I mean, obviously, early burst, you want to win this round so you can get another burst next round. But again, good whiff punish by Elyon. Unable to confirm their overhead. Not an overhead, sorry. More pressure from Nezu. More pressure again from Nezu.
Just cannot crack Elyon. We've seen Elyon's defense be on another level when they're able to get started, but now
right into install, catches the whiff punish.
Oh my gosh, Elyon. Look at this damage. This is not where Nezu wants to be. They have not found success in these
fireball cross up, but doesn't combo. Counter assault block, but not punished.
Close. Ooh.
Ooh. I don't even know which side that was. I don't know what side that was either.
Oh my god, what do you do? Elyon.
Okay.
Hello?
All right, yeah, he accidentally did that slash into the corner. But yeah, it's still overwhelming advantage there. Forced to deal with the fireball, just gets tagged by it. Yeah, and I just saw there, yeah, Jubei is just really nasty in the corner, right? His mix-ups are so strong. Of course, they're actually unsafe. Like, you can actually, if you block the overhead, you can punish him. But, you know, it's just so fast. Like, how are you going to deal with it, right? It makes you really want to commit to things you don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it like the perfect word immediately after that set ended being overwhelming. Because like it just felt like Nezu was overwhelmed at any given time. Just the options that Elyon was able to show that they'd be able to cut off in the neutral game with that dive and the constant air-to-airs were just fantastic. Yeah. And then, you know, able to get that pressure going, carry to the corner off of every confirm, have the ball set up, whether it be like the teleport type or whatever it may be. Nezu just like could not find an opportunity to really get their game plan started and shine.
Yeah, and of course, you know, and speaking of overwhelmed, we have Monarch versus Jona.
This is the one. I'm not going to lie. I've been waiting for this. Like, when I saw the top 8 spread, I was like, there is a chance that this could be our winners finals and to see it come to fruition. This is the set that I wanted to see the run back of from that Vortex gallery. Like, Monarch has been just on a tear in terms of these North American offline tournaments and some online ones as well. One of the North America's most dominant players. But you want to talk about the legacy factor, Jona Kim. Coming up here, they were able to put a stop to that streak here at Vortex Gallery, looking like they haven't skipped to beat that Valkenhayn. So this is just, I feel like, an anticipated matchup in the context of this bracket.
Yeah, it's just another revenge match, right? You know, against like the current very, very dominant Blazblue player versus a previous very dominant Blazblue player, right? So it's going to be a good match for your Heaven's Final. And of course, waiting in Hell's semifinal is Elyon versus Badline. And of course, the loser of Heaven's Final will go down to face the eventual winner of that one in Hell's Final.
Indeed. In the top 4 here at CEOtaku, the nitty-gritty, the best of the best for this beautiful title.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what character choice we'll see from Monarch here. Again, like he does have 2 options, Lambda or can go with S, right? So S is a very strong character, as you've seen. Being aggressive against Valkenhayn can work, right? So if you've seen that, like, you know, even Badline, you know, had some success just using reversals, using overdrive to kind of be aggressive. And S is just also no slouch herself. Her DP can't be like safe like Tsubaki, but it is huge. So that's one way that you can kind of stop Valkenhayn's pressure and momentum.
Yeah, we'll have to see. In terms of stopping an onslaught of offense or heavy mobile character with S, we've seen Monarch overcome it once in the form of Nezu Hibiki. They seem to have very good control of the matchup, again, showing that duality of play. If they do need to keep out those fireballs, slow it down, they're able to do so. If they do need to go on the offensive, instant overhead mix, whatever it may be, they have that capability as well. It's just like, is that type of mindset, is that type of game plan going to be effective against Jona? Because Jona was just like, by all means, a complete roadblock when they met last time. Some VOD reviews may have been taking place, just some overall like counter ideologies of how they approach the match this time around has to have been in their mind in order to prepare for a tournament like this.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, Valkenhayn, we know Monarch's defense is very good. We've established that in many matches for us. But Valkenhayn's offense is truly on another level, right?
Right.
And even his neutral game, it's hard to react to what he's doing in neutral. He just moves around so quickly. He can take up so much space so quickly. So he's just a very strong character. That's like, even if you can react a couple times, it's hard to be consistent. The throw break, and right away, low into overhead.
Oh yeah, we are getting the party started right now. Jona,
Ooh.
That was already extremely tricky. The empty jump low.
Yeah, kind of a fake dash, dashing straight down, going through, but drops the combo. But maybe that's exactly where he wants Monarch to be. Right there, unfortunately forced to go to like a unsafe human style mix-up. Good instant block by Monarch there.
Okay.
Throw counter. Really pestering with those low moves and then going for a throw. Caught Jona pressing a button or something.
Much needed reversal of the situation here as Monarch's going to be able to find the corner, able to bait out the counterpull from Jona. Jona going to be bursting away as you're set back to mid-screen. Chases down with the dash.
Yeah, that Wolf Cannon tagged a roll or something from Monarch, and now one mix-up away from killing. Whoa! No! I think that was a mistake. Yeah. Very cute.
Yeah, it's an adorable whiff animation.
Oh, it didn't kill though.
Oh my gosh, what?
Oh. I think Monarch did the fireball super. That's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
Not the other super.
Oh man, some unfortunate calls in those last scenarios, like just the missed time or missed input, I would imagine, on that command
throw. It's easily the cutest whiff commander in the game, but it's also very bad.
Yes, 100%.
Again with the low. Making a lot of way with that. Goes for a throw there. Good reversal from Monarch. Again, going for a throw counter maybe? No, goes for the side switch with the ring.
I'm loving it. That's a high value confirm there. You're talking about you get to get a little bit of momentum, have Jona locked down in this corner, and the reward for it being a lot of good pressure.
Ooh, okay. Dash the wrong way, goes for fireball, but Jona had already turned back into human. As we noticed, like, if Valkenhayn is a wolf, he can't block, so, you know, Monarch is going, like, maybe I'll just guess, maybe he's going to try to do a wolf dash, and I can punish it with a fireball, but Jona happened to just be a human during that time frame. Good cross under here. Has Boris, is going to get a full confirm, and a setup.
Look clean, looking nice here from Monarch as Jona is pretty much on their final stand. Not much left to work with. Able to wolf cannon their way out of the corner, trying to be pesky with the navigation. Can't block, counter hit, but don't.
Yeah, didn't kill there. That's going to be really scary. Not counter hit, so it doesn't confirm. Double low, no meter, double overhead. It's got overdrive.
Able to find a burst point in there. That was extremely clutch from Monarch. A next hit win scenario.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, the instant overhead able to get it there.
Yeah. I mean, both these characters have instant overhead, so I don't feel bad for either one. Wolf Cannon catches a backdash maybe. Good reversal from Monarch. Okay. Again, tagging, you know, forced to lock them down. Jona gets caught low there, maybe trying to jump. Caught again. This time Jona bursts early. Again, double anti-air. Just do it twice in a row.
I love it. Yeah, Monarch is just preemptively throwing out these super long normals saying, hey, if you're going to fly at me, I know you can't block playa. I'm going to be covering that space no matter what.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, purple throw here in the top 8. Jona's ready for that one.
Yeah. Catches low with the RC. Try to mix him up here. Gets an overhead. And you'd like to think that Jona can put Monarch in the corner here. And, you know, Monarch doesn't have burst yet, so he will have to respect this. He does. Good block.
Look at this defense from Monarch. It's definitely a matter of how much you could take. All right, the initial low able to make contact, but yeah, finally having the meter to get out of there. Reset it back. Monarch has the life lead.
Yeah, so slowing the pace down here isn't Monarch's way because he is going to get the burst back the longer it takes.
Whoa!
Tricky. Yeah, burst. And this time, it's scary.
This is so tense. Down to the wire rounds these two have been playing. This is just game 1.
This is so scary. Oh. He's afraid of the instant overhead. What was that? It's probably a dead angle. But he manages to get off for it. Not punished. Trade.
Oh my gosh.
He's got so much meter. Both players have a ton of meter. Whoa!
Oh my gosh. gosh, covering all around with the enhance. 2-4C Monarch shaking their heads. It's just like, what just happened there? But it was an excellent play as they'll be able to get game 1.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional, but it's so huge that it just managed to take up like some of Jona's space. He might have tried for a fireball super there, right? But misinputted it and might have gotten the dash there, but the second hit of it just happened to attack Jona anyway, so it worked out.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was... My heart is already beating, and it's only been game 1. This is the Heavens Final, so we do have a first of 3 between these two excellent players.
Yeah, guard point does not work there. Another fireball from Monarch, overdrive from Jona. Overdrive back from Monarch, and it goes for the EA.
That's one way to neutralize it.
Okay, locking him down.
Right, yeah, this is, I mean, since both players use overdrive at the beginning, that means we don't have access to burst or an overdrive
Another
for now.
overhead.
So Monarch is just going full offensive mode.
Okay, guard point from Jona. Switch sides here. Try to get something going here with that, maybe.
Yeah, has some ground to make up. You can see Jona trying to even the odds a bit,
Good,
pulling out
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, good block. So, like, even if you end up getting opened up, the more you block, the more wolf gauge you force Valkenhayn to use. So even if you can't block everything you do, it does matter.
Yeah, and there's also another implication of that. You know, since Monarch was able to defend for so long, they got the burst back, so they reset Jona to full screen, got the install, but it just wasn't enough. Couldn't win a subsequent neutral action as Jona will be able to cash out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that install was, but it didn't quite work out in their favor. But again, like, it's not a big deal. It's just meter for that round, right?
Indeed, indeed. The S install tends to be a pretty rare option, I feel. Like, it's not something that you see in every single match, so I'm wondering the ideology around it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. Again, the good air from Jona forces the corner positioning. The rogue gets DP'd.
Swinging around these disjoints, just trying to lock down Jona, but Jona just picking completely unpredictable parts of the screen to cover. So relentless with the pressure, never know where they're gonna go, showing so many options, but Monarch's defense.
Yeah, good frame traps from Jona. But does get DP'd eventually. But managed to conserve a lot of the wolf gauge, right? Didn't accidentally break it. He's gonna have it later as well.
Gosh, look at that beautiful confirm there from Monarch.
Rocket tech, like instant. Wow, right underneath. Forces side switch, and he's got so much wolf meter to work with here, right? DP from Monarch just neutralizes it.
Monarch showing that they are willing to utilize that DP if necessary, okay? Blocks the initial parts of the wolf mix. Then it goes, ow, are you kidding me?
Amazing. I don't know how that keeps working, but it keeps working.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. What an air-to-air there from Monarch. Jona with the instant burst. It's pressure kind of on Monarch right now. Got the counter out the air, can't get the confirm.
Ooh, another good reversal, but yeah, he had Boris, so it's a full confirm.
And there it is. The gambles that Monarch has been taking with these DPs have been paying off. Just recognizing the scenarios where there's a gap and they can challenge. Having the enhanced one there, allowing for them to get the round as Monarch's trying to go up too.
Okay.
Another one.
Yep, good challenges from Monarch. Ooh, wow.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I mean, Jona may have tried to guard point that, but getting crossed up a lot here. Again, tries to challenge again. Crush trigger.
Oh my god. Just the absolute momentum factor here from Monarch. I can feel it.
Oh! Yeah, reset him. He's not going to be able to get burst back in time. And once again, Monarch is up 2-0.
That is huge. Making a statement and just looking so fantastic on this S gameplay. Like, Monarch has really kind of shown off why their defense is such a threat to be reckoned with. Because, as you mentioned, the Valkenhayn pressure is just, how much can you take? It almost feels like an inevitability that so long as that wolf gauge meter is there, you might get opened up. It just gets too overwhelming with the immense amount of options that Jona's able to implement. But Monarch has just had fantastic preps to mind of where there would be high-low, where do you use the DPs, when to overdrive. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing to say the least, for sure. Okay, actually, like, gets crossed up there, but he tried to walk out of the corner, but kind of made it an awkward situation. Loses the overdrive. Double overhead.
Okay, there comes Jona. Oh, the Mario Kart double dash.
Almost worked there. I felt like that purple throw was a little, that tech was a little late. Okay, air to air, forces the lockdown, double RC low.
Dude.
It's very tricky, especially a person with very high defense like Monarch. Those kind of really tricky double lows can really work. This time goes for an honest, quote-unquote overhead.
An honest overhead leading into an honest perfect here from Jona. Wonderful response, but needs 3 games in order to get the reverse sweep if they want some presence here against Monarch.
see what he does here. I do know that I felt Jona's been in every game pretty much, and you know it's kind of a battle of stamina now as well, right? Because how many of these overheads can I really block, right? How many times am I going to hit by a DP like this?
Yeah, loving the routing here from Monarch. Just about 3K, side swap, able to catch the tech too. Monarch is all over Jona. It's like they want to respond with a perfect of their own to let him know.
Yeah, looks like it's going there. Oop. Good guard point from Jona. Yeah. One of Valkenhayn's few defensive options, but it is quite good when it does work.
Yeah, it's been paying off every now and then for Jona. Completely like different context though.
Nice, good challenge there. Gets a crouch and confirm. Crouch specific combo overhead from Jona. The Monarch does have burst here. Let's see when he'll have to use it if he does. You would hope to think he would save the round with it. There it is.
Yeah, completely necessary. Trying to bring this to a final round scenario. Jona looking for their first game. As things have slowed down. Tries to fish for one of those fireballs. No dice.
Oh,
oh my gosh, just covering all the spaces where Jona could potentially go to getting the snipe out. Yeah, to get with the enhanced 214C. Monarch.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen something like that. Using the enhanced 214C. And nice anti-air. Knows Jona needs to come in at some point. Was able to meet the timing.
Monarch sticking it out. They're on game point. A 3-0 over Jona would be massive.
Yeah, the double anti-airs are working pretty well for Monarch too. With the first one, go it again. Like, seems to match the timing perfectly. Overdrive, that might be a punish. No, it's not. DP from Monarch. Block on the overhead. Backdash for an accident, but it worked out though.
Okay.
Nice low there from Jona. Pushing Jona, pushing Monarch into the corner.
Just establishing some great presence here, but there it is. Yeah, utilizing the dead angle Monarch.
Ooh. I feel like Jona's starting to press here against a lot of these reversals, but he does have low wolf gauge, so it is hard for him to really do a bait here against a lot of those really big Monarch reversals.
Okay, throwing out the fireball.
Good block.
Yeah.
Ooh, another reversal. Boars active right there, so he's able to get a full follow-up here. Nice low. No, get the burst.
Just in time.
Got a pixel. Even Chip is going to be a factor here now.
And how does Jona navigate? The wolf gauge is there. Going to be opted for it. No blocks available and just run straight into a fireball. And Monarch, 3-0 victory in winners finals, heavens finals, excuse me. Going to be moving on into that finals spot. What a dominant performance. Yeah. But I mean, like, I almost want to roll that back. Like, in terms of this is one of those where if you look on the scoreboard, yeah, it was 3-0, but I could definitely feel the tug of war between both players because Jona got an immense amount of offensive sequences going. Like, the wolf gauge was there, the high-low pressure and all of that. There were sequences where it looked overwhelming. They just couldn't quite make it equate to a game. Monarch's defensive will of options were rotating so well. The dead angles were being used in pristine spots. Huge like hit ratio on DPs, mind you, like definitely over 60%. It was just really impressive the way that they were able to like navigate around all that.
Yeah, I think as the set went longer, I feel like Monarch had a better understanding of Jona's timing, and basically in the last game, almost every DP had hit, right? I think Jona was starting to press a little bit, was unable to bait Monarch the way that he was hoping for, or maybe it was just mis-executing those as well, right? That's definitely a possibility. So Monarch will advance to the Maiden Heaven Finals. And Jona will be waiting in Hell's Finals against the winner of this one, which will be Elyon versus Badline.
Indeed, indeed. It's an aptly named Hell's Final there, because when it comes to like somebody that awaits in a Hell's Final, I would definitely say that fighting Valkenhayn is a version of hell.
Yeah.
Like it's just in terms of like when Jona and Valkenhayn get started, it can feel like hell in some sequences. But Elyon, Badline definitely has some hellish tendencies in terms of their gameplay. I mean, they've gotten up here for a reason. Both of them have been playing phenomenally throughout their runs so far. Elyon specifically from the Hell's run, Badline being dropped to the Hell's bracket, but having that clutch Astral finish that we saw earlier. So both of these two looking hot, ready to play. Can't wait to see them kind of clash against each other though.
Yeah, it could go either way for me too, right? You've seen like the strong points of both players. Elyon really, really overwhelming with offense. Also just good presence of mind to put out the fireball and just wait, right? On the other hand, Badlime, very, very aggressive, very, very clutch as well too, as you've seen. And you know, the reversal there is really useful against Jubei, right? Well, if you can, you know, let it go, you can stop Jubei in his tracks, right? When he is trying to do his offense. So especially the risk reward there too, right? Like Jubei's instant overhead, 1,000 damage. Tsubaki's like reversal already 1,000 damage by itself, so it could be a lot. That could play as a big factor in like the long term of this match.
Yeah, absolutely. So it does look like it's the Tsubaki that Badline will be going with. Haven't seen the inkling of the Hazama yet within this top 8. I'm sure it's like a situational character matchup type of thing, but I mean, also a matter of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, the Badline Tsubaki gameplay has been crisp, super on point. I'm loving the way that they're able to, as they previously shown, stick to their opponent. They took the fight to their opponent so well with the Tsubaki, so see how they stack up against Elyon.
Yeah, and you may see like a start of the round overdrive here from Tsubaki because, you know, you just want to see what Elyon's doing, right? You may not need that. You may get the overdrive back anyway because of how the damage kind of evens out here. So we'll see what kind of opening move was from both players here.
Let's see what we got. The Silent Cathedral here for the Hells semifinals. Badline, Elyon, top 4 action. Here we go.
Yeah, just keeps it chill with just some jumpies. Dive. Both players diving. Cross under, overdrive right away, and punish on that throw. Good choice there defensively.
Yeah, and it is the overdrive that we see one way or another here for Badline. The cash out is fantastic. It's just a good setting of the tone, setting of the pace here for Badline as they get another one of those air-to-airs.
And as you notice there too, like because you end with EA, you get right into active flow. And you know, active flow is a mechanic that like it increases a lot of stuff, but the main thing you want to see is the burst drive, right? The burst gauge just goes up much faster than active flow.
Indeed. So yeah, the tried and true, the fireball here from Elyon. They're so good at imagining what their opponent's counter reactions will be with that ball on the screen.
Good block, but got hit by the second hit of the low.
Okay.
Again.
Another one. Elyon finding something here. Okay.
Yeah.
They have the distortion on deck too, so they maybe go for a power-up. If the sequence is blocked, it's exactly that.
Again, stop Badline and tries, puts out the bananas. Elyon jumping out of it and uses the air dash just to get out of that pressure.
No potassium needed for me today. I'm flying around. Oh my gosh!
Okay, into super, blocks it, punish.
That felt wild. Just refused to stop the navigation, even committed to the super.
Yeah, one of these will hit. It did not hit.
Oh man, well, the eccentric decision making not working out there for Elyon. Badline going to be able to get that round 1.
Nice. Using the, I guess you call it an axe, the axe uppercut to anti-air. And good charge cancel pressure there. Caught Elyon moving, forced to burst.
Ooh.
Again, second hit of the air move.
Quality starter here as Badline going to be getting over 4K damage for that one. Back into the corner. Just solid momentum to have here against who's usually an extremely momentum-based player. The first round was a little bit tighter. Good defense sequences here from Elyon, though. Not going out without a fight.
Yeah. Uses the counter assault to get out of there.
Right.
Yeah. Use the charge and delay and then dive, but Elyon was ready. Cross under. Okay. Good blocks from Badline. Where's the reversal? It's nowhere yet. Install. Good pressure, counter assault out.
Yeah, right after the install happens without having to do
Whoa!
of it. A good check off of the teleport Badline. The active flow is available. Look at that damage. Beautiful photo finish as Badline takes game 1.
Yeah, Badline really good awareness. So where Jubei will end up, he'll follow all of the drums, right? So Badline knew where the last drum was. Just ready with the 5A there. Really good punish.
Indeed. Just showing off the inherent skill of like anime fighters can hold, you know, catching somebody's landing, but a little bit non-traditional there because it wasn't the concept of the jump, just a super mobile special.
Just got hit by, yeah, got hit after overdrive.
Right.
But this is Hell's semifinal, not Hell's final, so it means that this is only 2 out of 3. So that does mean that Elyon is in a bit of a pickle here. But so far so good on this round. He's got a nice 60% lead to start with.
Yeah, massive, just in the first 10 seconds. Elyon kind of running away with it right now. Oh my gosh, styloning back to back.
Yeah, just overwhelming damage right there. This is perfect to start things off.
Yeah, I mean, the decent news here for Badline is that although they used that gauge early, it was off an overdrive, it wasn't off of a burst. So in this round 2, they will be getting burst back soon.
Nice reversal and reset him. That's one of the trickiest things about teching out of that DP there, is that Tsubaki will just be waiting there with a decent starter, right? You have to block it with barrier.
Ooh.
Caught the backdash, gets the anti-air. And now Elyon in trouble. Here comes the ball.
Able to find a confirmation with the ball approaching Elyon. Very ready for that situation. Cross under yet again. Oh, commits
wow,
the DP.
no punish.
The super back off. I wonder what they were afraid of.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the option there was. It ran right into that shield charge. And again, went for that dash, got punished for it, and now Badline is on match point. One more game, and he'll head into Hell's Final.
Here we go, Badline.
Okay, this time Elyon using the speed on the ground to catch Badline. Cross under into throw.
Yeah, I think it was necessary to show the throw option there. Elyon has been simply going for the cross under, just trying to see if Badline's ready for the left right. They have been time and time again, so now adding another layer on top of it.
Yeah. Ooh, and this could kill, honestly. So yeah, Badline burst.
Yeah, Elyon saying, you got away with that whiff DP last time, not this time around.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, nothing personal. There we go. Teleport on the other side. You already used the burst. Good luck.
Yeah, attacks low, but didn't confirm it, and then gets hit by the second hit of that normal. This could be one, like, Badline could make a pixel comeback here.
Maybe the comeback of a century. I mean, Elyon just got the burst back.
Yeah, hammer, block, it is plus if you respect it. Gets hit by over, Elyon bursts right away. Here comes the bananas. Gonna neutralize that ball here. Air to air, this time caught the air dash, but unable to confirm that anything.
Oh my
Shield
gosh.
charge into hammer. That's the last Tsubaki gauge, but now one combo will kill for Badline. Maybe we'll put the bananas out.
Badline making this look like it's
Whoa!
extremely doable. Able to get the low catch,
dropped it.
combo, and oh my gosh, Elyon just challenges. Elyon's like, oh no, I was feeling under pressure, but was able to find the last hits that they needed. Badline trying to make the rally. It was looking so doable. I was starting to believe.
Yeah, I think that was a missed DP there. So I think that he'd gone straight into 60. That doesn't usually combo in that situation. Or maybe it might on a croucher, but for whatever reason, it didn't work there. And from that, Elyon, from that drop, able to clutch it out.
So tense. Okay, that early overdrive, as you were talking about, just to see what Jubei is doing. Not getting much for it, but, you know, it will come back fast so long as Badline is able to make sense of it all. Elyon striking blood first.
The dash through. Not a lot of damage, but again, it's still Elyon's turn. Good block, and maybe accidentally, as you mentioned, Jubei's command normals, they are counters. Sometimes you do it on accident because it's so easy to accidentally do a command normal there.
Parry, Badline going to be taking advantage of that for as much as they can. Look at all the overheads in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then manage to block it out, and then counter assaults out. Runs right into the ball.
Yeah,
okay.
Elyon comfort zone when they have that ball out and able to influence your decision making from there. And now Elyon corner positioning, the early overdrive does mean that the burst is coming back if Badline wants to spin it like that, but
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, install. They should close it out.
Yes, indeed. A turnaround. Badline previously on a match point scenario. Now Elyon is the one that's turned the tables.
Can Badline clutch it out here? We've seen, you know, shades of that already. Overdrive to get the pressure. Overhead block.
Solid defense here from Elyon, but yeah, it just falls for the tick pressure. The early burst. Tries
Wow.
to run up DP. Oh my gosh.
But however, somehow managed to capitalize here. I think Elyon got caught off guard by that.
Definitely unexpected here from Badline, but here we go. This is exactly the position that is needed in order to bring this to a final round scenario. But the Elyon defense ends here when they needed it the most, my gosh.
Okay. Mid-screen ender. What's the mix-up? It's a fake cross-under.
Yeah, just adding more layers to the mind game there. We've seen the cross-under strike, the cross-under throw. This time we're faking it out.
Overhead.
Here we go. Elyon has a lot of resources to work with. Badline just getting the
Wow.
back run under the ball. Okay.
Great choice here. Elyon literally is one hit from killing, though. Here comes the bananas. I cannot forgive you. Overhead, double overhead. Then to another double overhead. It's Astral Reversal.
Way! Are you kidding me? The Astral Reversal from Elyon? That was the last thing I expected there, as they'll be able to take it 2-1. Oh my gosh, was it just a revenge thing? I know that Badline was able to take their set with the Astro. Elyon was like, you know, I don't like the sound of that. How would you like if somebody did that to you?
Yeah, well, I mean, Badline just did it into a combo. Elyon's is definitely a bit of a different situation, right? It may be like Tsubaki specific, because Tsubaki, her moves are really good, and like she's got follow-ups to a lot of her moves, but because their moves have built-in follow-ups, there's a lot of extra recovery too, right? So, you know, in that situation, that might have just been like a canned scenario there. Oh, against the double jump C, I could just do Astral, and it's going to punish it, right? So, good choice there from Elyon. Ending it in style, but Elyon, like, left, but he has to actually come back here. He has to play again.
Yeah, I may have had to take a bathroom break or something. I don't know.
And like, okay, instead of doing a full bread and butter, I'm just gonna hit the astral. During the astral, I can go to the bathroom.
Maybe that was the tech. So like, there's plenty of other reactions or like kind of counter actions they could have done in order to close out that round. But the astral, long animation. Let me just put on a movie while I just run out of here real quick.
Yeah, exactly. So. So Jona will face Elyon in Hell's Final, and the winner of that will, get the opportunity to fight Monarch again in Made in Heaven Finals. But we'll see how it goes, right? Obviously, both Jubei and Valkenhayn are very, very offensive characters. So, and neither of them have like a ton of defense either. Neither of them have like invincible reversal, right? So, oftentimes you have to kind of defend your way out. Jubei does have counters and that are not invincible frame one, and Valkenhayn also has guard point that's also not for invincible frame one. But you can make do, right? So.
Yeah, both characters are very extremely similar in nature. I feel like we've been kind of discussing kind of like the counterplay and in the mind of the opponents of how they would be dealing with characters of this kind, where it comes to like Nezu, or when it comes to like Daze, of like you have this high flyer, you have this extremely oppressive character that you do not want to defend against. What are you going to do defensively? So having like two sides of the same coin clashing against each other, I think is going to be a super explosive match. But at the same time, both players have been shown to slow things down. As I've been noting, Elyon's comfort zone seems to be when they have that ball on the screen and you have to interact. Like you don't want to block it because you don't want Elyon to just like run up at you and immediately put you under defense. You can jump it, but Elyon has had great eyes for when you're going to be taking the skies and meeting you there. And so I just can't wait to see the exchange between these two players. I mean, Central Fiction definitely staples within the community from North America for quite some time.
Yeah.
Showing that they still got it to get into this Hell's Final scenario.
Yeah, it's a strength-on-strength matchup here, right? So, if you give Jubei some space, then he can make the fireball. But Valkenhayn is really good at just like super jumping out of the fireball. Like he can, without spending too much wolf meter, just get out of it, right? Mm-hmm. On the flip side, Valkenhayn's also very fast, can also prevent Jubei from making the fireball, right? So it can go either way. There's lots of different ways to approach this matchup. So we'll see what the initial interactions go.
I'm here for it. Both of these two constantly keeping their opponents on their toes. Just having to dig so deep within the memory banks and just overall rotation banks of their offense with the overhead and lows and just pressure that they're able to implement. So I cannot wait for this one, truly. Jona versus Elyon is just, it feels like old times out here with these offline tournaments nowadays. So yeah, they are locked in. Elyon was able to take care of business, but only one of these players would be able to take care of the true business in this Hell Finals as Monarch awaits in the Grands. Jona versus Elyon. This is going to be a good one.
Oh, baby. It's a 6 Hero song.
Mm-hmm.
That's my jam.
That's how you know it's real.
Okay, so I'm really interested to see who gets what the initial opener is. Right? Does Elyon try to create space to make fireball? Does Jona just try to get right in to prevent that? Or let the fireball happen and then go from there, right? Because you can only have one fireball on the screen at a time, right? So maybe by having it out, you can kind of change the tempo there.
Let's see. Already trying to go for that air-to-air. Elyon have the counter action immediately.
Yeah, fireball. Okay, so you're just backing off, choosing to back off there. And again, prevented the second fireball, right? So we've kind of already seen a little bit of what their plan is, but Elyon with the early overdrive. Managed to catch Jona hit. All right. What's the mix-up?
Yeah,
okay.
Over-reliable. This time, just a simple strike at the front. Jona easily bursting out.
Yeah, and then you see Elyon just run away, right? But actually, gets tagged there. Jona does manage to catch him.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I've seen Elyon do that quite a bit in a ton of matchups. Just the immediate backdash. I know the backdash speed and just overall coverage of distance for Jubei is huge, but against Valkenhayn, you don't want to corner yourself too early with those sequences.
Ooh, overhead, jumps out of it. Runs under the fireball, but Elyon was ready.
Beautiful.
Stuck the foot out there. Fake cross under. Respecting these block strings.
Jona's defense on point thus far, using barrier when they need to. Gets caught with fireball, influencing them to block high. Elyon able to catch the toes and get that round one.
That is a common thing. Is I want to block this fireball because it's up here, but then you stand up and get by low.
Right.
Okay, sealed the movement with the standing C, and using that, Jona comes in. Gets Elyon in the corner.
Okay.
Whoa, the frame trap. That was probably death, honestly. Not death, but it's a lot of damage from that hit.
Right. Okay, yeah, trying to use that guard point, trying to lock down Elyon. Elyon just being a very hard cat to catch.
Yeah, as you see right there, Valkenhayn's using the super jump transform. So, but just by transforming in and out of a wolf, he can retain the momentum and just jump super far with that, and without really spending a lot of meter. Very nice catch there. Again, catching with the standing C, and that makes it so he's able to just lock him down and get another combo.
There it is. All right, Jona able to catch Elyon one way or another. I mean, Elyon's been extremely elusive, and I feel like almost a nuisance here for Jona to try to lock down, which is funny because both characters can be extremely mobile, but...
Yeah, good jump there. Backdashes out of the pressure there from Elyon. Nice delayed dash there. Early burst from Jona. Lockdown, but lockdown Elyon trying to escape. Gets a hit there.
Okay.
Here's the mix-up. It's an overhead.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is the lockdown and kind of pacing that Jona has been looking for. He saw shades of it in the previous round, trying to fully execute it this time around. Elyon has that burst available. Things get too crazy. Going to utilize it now.
Yeah, and as you see that, if you get hit by Valkenhayn's initial mix-up, that means he's meter neutral, so he's just going to lock you down some more. Baits the counter assault.
Okay, here comes Jona. Doesn't have that burst to worry about here. And now double overhead. How do you like that, Jona Kim?
Yeah, I like that choice. He's gone to it twice now against Elyon, because it's not a kill though. Yeah, it didn't build the meter to kill.
Elyon going back and forth. Am I going to escape the corner or not? It's just the immediate dive.
Good tech throw there. Now Jona's out. Got all the space to work. Another dash. RC's it, but drops the combo.
Oh boy.
Whew. Yeah, that's one situation that's like really hard. You get knocked down by Valkenhayn's burst. You try to quick rise to get out of it, but Valkenhayn's already in your face already. So definitely have to respect that and block there.
Indeed. Jona able to get that first game. Hard fought. Really a interesting kind of match between cats and dogs. Because, I mean, like, Jubei, this cat just flying all around the screen. It feels like Jona is on the chase, just trying to get them locked down in order to get their pressure going.
Yeah. It's definitely like it's definitely like a very wild matchup, that's for sure. Yeah, but so far, I think Jona's shown a little bit of like tenacity in terms of locking down Elyon, right? And that's a lot of where the damage has come from here. Again, good lockdown, goes straight for the low. But this time, Elyon punishing like that, a reaction against the burst there.
Right.
Back to the ground. Ball.
Okay. Oh, man, I love Jona's navigation, but there it is. As soon as they were grounded, Elyon going for that immediate dive. The burst, have the Elyon cornered. Noah back and forth. They just won't stop making defensive decisions makers. Like, I can't let you get momentum. I know what happens.
Yeah, just really good timing to stop the ball there, right? Elyon's just trying to get the ball to keep, control the neutral, but so far, Jona's been doing a really good job of stopping it. Either navigating the ball completely without spending resources, or just straight up punishing it. Comes the mix up. Yeah, the double overhead.
Yeah, look at all the gauge that Jona has to work with here. It's just being built up. We're going to go right back to it. Why wouldn't I?
Because at this point, right, because Elyon has not been able to stop the initial mix-up, he just got so much meter. He can do as many overheads in a row as he wants to, right? Until Elyon blocks one.
There it is. Yeah, see if Elyon's going to be able to adapt defensively. Easier said than done, mind you.
Yeah, trying to get them space here.
Okay, she's that enhanced mobility with the wolf form. Keeping Elyon on their toes. This is the interesting pacing. Runs up to the fireball. Elyon has that check it again.
Yeah, a little cheeky. That's the second time he tried to go into the fireball. Didn't quite work out. Backdash gets punished. And he gets the airborne. He gets a little more damage. All right. Good block. Unblockable. Can't block that. Instant overhead. Yeah, I tried for cheeky unblockable again. This time, Jona was ready. Forward rolled out of it. Installed. He might be able to pick this up. He does.
Oh my gosh, what a weird, I was not expecting that one.
Ooh, yeah. Not sure what Jona tried there. Maybe a guard point, but either way, Elyon able to close it out.
All right. So Elyon having some success locking down Jona this time around. Okay, Jona, do I run under? Probably not. It's that good counterplay every time. I'll wait this one out.
You can just jump over it, right? Nothing really lost for a game there. You can just wait for your meter to come back. Again, as you see right there, the wolf jump is just like so good, right? Transform, untransform. You can just get across the screen without really wasting. Like this time catches Elyon now.
Yeah, it was like Jona slingshotting themselves away. It almost felt like they were trying to get Elyon to commit to something else, right? And then just right when Elyon had the ideology to stop throwing the ball, Jona was like, all right, it's kill time. I'm going in.
Yeah, and I say good block, even though he did end up he blocked a lot of those because now his gauge is broken. Can't transform back into a wolf.
Significant.
Yeah, Elyon probably should have teched earlier because he could take advantage of all this like block stuff there where he can't turn into a wolf. And now he's waited too long and he had to guard cancel out.
Yeah, so a couple of hits there. Jona just couldn't quite find the confirms necessary. Jona back up against the wall now, so has the burst available as well, the overdrive, whatever they want to use. It's going to be burst.
Yeah, wolf cannon. Tags Elyon. It's going to have one mix-up left, and he might get burst back as well, but...
Oh my gosh, Elyon just taking a hit, tries to tech forward. No dice.
Got burst, yeah. There it is. Neither player has burst, but only 28 seconds left. Again, this fireball, this fireball dynamic here, it's in Jona's area because there's so little time left, right? You can't do this forever. You will literally lose.
Right. Yeah,
But
Jona's just playing the long game. They're just like, I have the life lead.
install.
Oh!
Ooh. But with 10 seconds left here, I think if Jona can get a timely counter assault, he may just be able to like lame this one out, right?
Oh, trying to go for the purple throw.
Yeah, there's the counter assault, but it doesn't work.
Oh my gosh. Can they do it?
No, he doesn't have time.
Left? No.
Yeah, that's as calculated, right? Like, you know, you're going for that fireball over that long term, you know, he's really hurting his own game plan there by doing that. I tried to reset him, didn't work. And so Jona, yeah, counter assault, oh, it got baited. Oh, well, there's still not enough time.
I love the player reactions after that set ended. Elyon was looking like, oh, man. And then Jona was looking at him like, you trying to purple throw me? Like,
yeah. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to win, right? In that situation, had Jona no tech, basically, on the ground, there's literally no way Elyon could have won that round.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Here we go. Game 3, Jona versus Elyon. Let's see what we got.
Good tag on the backdash there. Elyon early burst yet again. Okay, he got hit by the ball. Okay, air to air. Not able to confirm it. Bait on the guard canceled. Or not guard canceled, the guard point, but.
Okay. Jona needing to have extreme
Yeah.
patience and decision making. I love the way they got out of the court. Both players just showing their cards here, able to escape out of the court efficiently.
Yeah, but of course, Jona using that burst for momentum, right? Locks down Elyon, another mix-up. Guard cancel is factor here. Got baited!
Ooh.
Right as we say it. And now Elyon's in deep trouble. He's got no meter for guard cancel. He's also got only one hit left. And Jona has so much wolf meter to work with. Well, the first mix-up hits yet again.
Yeah, and just the thing that you mentioned earlier is like the Valkenhayn and Wolf mix-up, they can be so overwhelming, but the longer that you're able to defend against them, even if you get hit, it's giving you an opportunity for him to put himself in like a not being able to use Sonar because the meter is gone. But
yeah.
Elyon getting opened up to these early sequences, it's just allowing for Jona to really establish dominant pressure.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate here. Yeah, gets tagged by the low. And burst is back. Let's see what he does with it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Jona just on top of Elyon right now. We've seen this situation time and time again. Good defense thus far. This is
low and over, but again, he did block out a little bit, so he's gonna be able to kind of tax Jona's meter a little bit.
Right.
Ooh, no, he no tagged. And get Jona very on point, punishes it.
Yeah, I wonder where Elyon's burst ideology is. Maybe on the next mix.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh
that time he kind of played it
gosh!
perfectly.
So significant because every other time Jona has ran forward to try to challenge that ball, Elyon has had the counter poke ready. I think that's what they committed to in that sequence, but Jona 3 steps ahead, saying this time I'm going to stuff you out, the ball will disappear on contact, and I got the kill confirmed right after Jona Kim.
Yeah, that was really good. One important thing there too is the choice of tool there too, right? Most of the times he's gone for some kind of wolf normal and he got tagged out of it. That time he stayed a human. The human to be less range, but probably in that situation just had it out like perfectly in time for Elyon to run into. And Elyon will go down in Hell's finals. Very respectable 3rd place finish for him. As always, he's a very strong player, and you know, it's glad to see him make it all the way here.
Yes, 100%. Well, it is Jona that will be able to get this run back against Monarch. I mean, Jona and Monarch is becoming a tell, I feel, when it comes to the context of these majors that we've been running for Blazblue Central Fiction. Now, Monarch had a phenomenal run. Like, in terms of the winners finals, it was something that initially I called dominant, but I wanted to walk it back a bit because Jona was definitely having some offensive sequences they were able to get going, similarly to what we saw in this match against Elyon. But defense was the key factor in that match against Monarch. They had such good blocks on the wolf mix-up that were happening to where we didn't really get to see the cycle of like a full snowball of offense from that wolf mix-up that Jona was able to set up. They had to use a lot more human form and try to stabilize. And from there, Monarch was just able to take that for what it's worth, get their offensive sequences going, and really suffocate Jona with the pressure.
Yeah, and I think that like as that match went, I think Jona just got he started to press a little bit, right? He started to like overcommit to certain setups, and then Monarch was able to reversal every time in that situation. So maybe we'll see some adaptation here. I think Jona was in every game pretty much. Even one round came down to like a random, 2-1-4C from S, and it just happened to hit. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, I believe that's that first game that you were mentioning that felt like it was taking an eternity, just really kind of setting the stage for an epic duel between these two. And we're going to be seeing it for the third time within the context of this year. The Vortex got to be the initial meeting, and this will be it for this true final here for Blazblue Central Fiction CEOtaku 2022. So much amazing competition here for this just bar none fantastic community, but it's all come down to this.
All right, here we go. Made in Heaven Finals. Caught myself there. It's gonna be Jona versus Monarch. I almost combined their names.
Monarch.
Yeah. Mona versus Jonarch. Here we go. Went for a throw. I haven't seen that one yet. All right, right into overhead. Jona's coming out hot here. And again, Monarch with a good reversal. Overdrive, interesting choice into EA, gets punished.
Yeah, that reversal is something that you're going to want to keep an eye on for the remainder of the set. Because, I mean, like, Monarch had such a huge hit rate for that in the winners finals. I got to imagine that's going to be on both players' brains going into this Maiden Heaven final.
Good block on the crush trigger there. If that is a move that you need to barrier. If you don't, it guard crushes you. But unfortunately, it looks like Monarch gets another frame trap hit.
All right. Loving this here from Monarch. Early pressure.
Ooh.
Wow, able to catch the no tech there from Jona with the seal.
Yeah, very dominant round for Monarch there. You know, Jona had gotten it started, but once again, that reversal makes a huge deal, right? Just one successful reversal can really change the momentum.
Here we go. Monarch swinging away. Jona trying to navigate this guy with his wolf form and just caught by a DP.
Good bait there. Nice. Going for that empty human low there.
Right. Here comes Jona. Okay, able to get it started with the wolf form early off the mix. Monarch.
Yeah, able to conserve a lot of meter there because of the type of mix-up that it was. Again, another human form low. Mix-up of choice so far in this set. Wolf overhead. Going to spend the rest of the meter on a wolf tornado just to get the damage going, get the lead.
Oh
wow.
My gosh, what a whiff.
Yeah, just out of range. Monarch is going to reversal there. Put Jona back in the corner. Very good confirm here. Throw gets broken. Jumps out. Wolf meter is back in play now. Jumps out. Back in. Just has to bait one reversal. That could do it. Or just go for two lows. Monarch looks like he's going to hold on to his burst here.
Yeah, rightfully so. Just carrying it over to this final round. Don't want to commit too much and not have any escape options should Jona get started.
Okay. Ooh, this time the tackle was properly spaced. Gets a counter hit confirm.
Yeah, extremely significant here for Jona. This is the scenario. Yeah, it hits early, so burst early here from Monarch respectively.
Yeah, I like the little bait there from Jona. Just, you know, instead of doing mix it, just transform back into a human. We know that Monarch didn't have meter to RC there, so if he had reversal and got blocked, that would have been a full punish for Jona.
Okay, yeah, you can see Monarch just throwing out all the hitboxes in the world, just saying you cannot approach here.
Yeah, and I like the decision making from Jona not to go in quite yet. He could be building a little bit more meter, but overall staying active, right? By staying active, it's scary. You can't always go to a random projectile from S that way, but this time Monarch does get the punish.
Yes, absolutely waiting it out. Jona, yeah, you can see even with like the potential corner positioning, they're just trying to sit on the life lead. Maybe a little bit miscalculation off that confirm with the unblockable.
Uh-oh. Gets another raw hit there. This time Jona bursts. About equal on health here. Not trying to run into any of S's moves. Gets tagged by Wolf Cannon, but awkward hit. Unable to confirm it. And only 35 seconds left already. Gets tagged by a Fireball.
That's huge.
Wolf Cannon RCs it into low.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't think burst is necessarily in the equation here. Off the instant blow that Jona's going to be able to capitalize off of. And will be able to get this game won. First game within the context of this tournament here for Jona over Monarch.
Yeah, that was a really tricky choice. He triangle dash down backwards. It looked like a bait, but it went straight to low there. Really tricky. I like the choice there.
Yeah, and I think the Wolf Cannons have been the big aspect of this matchup. Like Jona being a little bit less predictable and less telegraphed there from Monarch or where exactly they're going to be dashing. Because we see Monarch putting out the preemptive normals, the preemptive fireballs to try to slash out where Jona may be. But Jona, off the initial life lead in that round 3, was just like, I'm taking this slow. I'm not going anywhere yet. When you least expect it, that's when I'll dive. And they've been covering all these different angles, getting some awkward hits that they can't confirm every time, but just maintaining that life lead.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of really good things we saw there. He hasn't run into like that double 6B from Monarch yet. Like he ran into it so many times. in the previous rounds, but this time it hasn't run through yet. He's being very careful with the spacing. And again, like we mentioned, we saw him press a little bit in those later rounds. He's actually taking it quite slow compared to how he did last time. Overdrive from Monarch.
Oh my gosh, but at what cost? Jona just extremely precise decision making when it comes to how Monarch's trying to escape defensively.
Yeah, and he's willing to break the gauge here just to keep Monarch locked down with like low reward mix-ups, but doesn't matter. He's going to get it back eventually, right? But Monarch with the charged overhead.
Works out. Oh!
Wow. Okay, that's just an awkward situation. A good capitalization by Jona. Knockdown again. He goes for a bait. Counter assault from Monarch. Gets the Boris loaded.
Yeah, rightfully so. Yeah, there's got to come in that double overhead. There's a flying wolf coming at me.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to relax.
Okay, baited. Oh, but it was Boris. That's right, because Boris was there. It had additional hitbox. Very good presence of mind. Gets hit by charged overhead. Raw.
Yet again, it's a pretty good amount of damage put on the board here from Monarch. Needing that comeback if at all possible. Got to be charging up so they have another one of those enhanced specials available. You see Jona on the prowl though.
Ooh, got burst available. And just going to go straight into super. Good choice. I think Monarch kind of smelled, maybe he's going to bait my burst, right, with a lot of these wolf jump A's, but instead goes right into human form and then ends with the super.
Beautiful. Jona executing well on the game plan here thus far. Got to be
overdrive.
Early overdrive. Catch the backdash though.
Yeah, last time he did overdrive right in EA. This time went for a backdash. Both options punished by Monarch so far. And went for command throw. I don't know if that was intentional, but didn't work out. Good anti-air from Monarch again.
I'm loving this here from Monarch. Exactly where they want to be. Establishes extremely great pressure. Rapid cancel off the in-hands. Goes for the fuzzy mix-up. That was amazing.
Lead damage. Nice anti-air again from Monarch, but unable to close it out. Jona gets a crouching confirm, and he could make a comeback from this.
It's extremely possible, but that DP rears its ugly head again. Monarch showing they are not deterred from having that into defensive level options quite yet.
Okay, jumps over the 3C. Interesting opener from Monarch, but Jona had the right answer there.
Yeah, Jona's been winning a lot of these round start exchanges. There was another round start exchange where Monarch had whiffed a JB, trying to cover the air, and Jona just got the whiff punish.
Nice OD there. Good confirm to see what Jona was doing. Punishes the whiff very appropriately with a lot of damage. Okay, jump that cancel pressure. Good pressure here from Monarch. Overdrives through it. Oh, but it doesn't work. DP. Okay, locked Monarch into the corner here. Unable to confirm that double low. Baits the DP.
Couldn't get anything for it. Oh my gosh, was recognized that Valkenhayn would end up on the other side. Yeah, the rapid cancel, so even though it was a block DP, just still able to keep it safe. Monarch some much needed pressure here. Able to get the 6B. Here we go.
Boris is active again. Good block. Gotta hold all this. He's in danger now, and he's gonna die.
Too much barrier usage on the side of Jona as Monarch's able to take full advantage. We are tied up 1-1.
Yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a match, as they say.
Yes, absolutely. Jona just firing out strong, showing that they have the reads available, getting a little bit adaptive to Monarch's style and what they're trying to do in terms of controlling that air game. But now it looks like Monarch has had a little bit of read of where Jona may be navigating as start out with a little bit of a snipe on the Wolf Cannon.
Okay, ooh, went for the guard point there. Got baited out.
Perfectly spaced.
Yeah, gotta be careful. S's normals are really big and really active, so. But once again, navigating expertly. Gets the knockdown here. Ooh. Okay, went for the throw. Like we said, we haven't seen him go to that much yet, but this time works out perfectly. And throw is a very wolf meter positive mix-up. Bait on the DP.
There it is. Jona catching on. Knows that that is an option that Monarch is not afraid to utilize. Now having a lot more of those whiff, a lot more of those guarded. See how that plays on the mental stack of Monarch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just even showing that you're willing to bait it is important, right? RC's it. Whoa, he dropped it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, there's no burst available for Jona, so uh-oh is right. You do not want to get Monarch this opportunity. Look at them ticking away, but just find the proper opportunity to hit out.
Yeah, that was a good challenge, too, because even if he had gotten hit by like a 2A there, it probably wouldn't have killed, so.
Right.
I like that choice.
Okay, you can see Monarch continuing to swing away. Jona just playing a little bit slow pace, trying to find a great time to jump over the fireball. Jona's just all over the place right now.
Yeah, really masterful movement here, right? Good, like really mucking up how easy it is for Monarch to make decision. Nice bait, fatal counter from Valkenhayn. This is a lot of damage.
This is huge, and that's been the question at play. The mental stack of Monarch's DPs, they've been so
It does it again.
Oh my god, never mind, excuse me. I'm over here trying to deeply analyze, like, I don't think they'll do it again, but no, they're consistently showing that option, so Jonathan's not afraid.
Yeah, they got you tricked. You know, like, oh, he'll not do it again, but that's why he's the top player, and we're just sitting here.
For real, for real.
Good counter assault again from Monarch, but this is going to be a tough round to take around. Good block on the overhead. Jumps out of it. He baits the burst.
Yeah, it was just at that point, it's like it's something that you have to put on the table. It's just a final stand of the burst, but Jona ready for it as Jona has put it to a reset point.
Yeah, like we said, he's really, really adaptive from the first turn. He's not pressing at all. He's really willing to bait out and just like give up the pressure, but also sometimes he doesn't at all. Right. So just really good play from Jona overall, honestly.
Whew. Okay, well, Jona wanting to play some more Central Fiction, wanting to lead us into a bracket reset, but Monarch, the question is, like, what do they do here to just kind of stop the Jona momentum? Because, like, the overall air-to-air game stuffing of the pressure has been on point, but it just seems like Jona's been able to navigate around the screen effortlessly.
Yeah, and even right there, punishing the fireball too, right? He may just have to try to alter his tempo again because, you know, he's gotten a lot of work out of, you know, doing a lot of repeated normals, like, at neutral. But, you know, Jona's caught on to the timing, right? So maybe he has to try to change up, like, when he does those things. Or maybe just try different special moves, different normals, right? Again, pressure from the counter assault from Monarch. You see, right there, maybe he could have held on to the meter because Jona was actually pretty low on Wolf meter, right? Okay, he's got Boris. It's going to be full combo.
Good to me. Yeah, able to get the application on these combos. I'm loving these routes here from Monarch.
Got the ring out. Good block on the overhead. Counter assault is baited. That is a plus move, so.
Yeah, you notice Jona hanging on to that burst. I thought we may have seen it for an opener like that, but they're going to be blocking it out. Another one of those head angles is going to be getting back to this mid-screen.
Yeah, good choice there. I like that choice because, you know, he has the meter for overdrive and also for burst here, right? And maybe he may, if it happens, now he can kill with overdrive, right, if he needs to.
Yeah, that conservative nature paying off offensively rather than defensively. They do find the hit.
Yeah,
maybe not even necessary at all for the overdrive because they have the meter available.
Yeah, good resource management by Jona there, right? As you saw. Like, yeah, well, you know, one combo is not going to kill me, so I'm not going to burst yet, right? Maybe if I get hit again, I'll burst, but able to work his way out of there. And, you know, holds on to the overdrive as a result.
Yeah, significant going into this round with disadvantage. This is reset point here for Jona.
But again, right there, the double 6B from Monarch with the first one. Knows Jona might do it again the second time. He does it again. Good block against an overhead. Nice situational awareness from Jona. Gets a counter in for it.
Okay.
Good bait. And he forced the burst.
Yeah, necessary there for Monarch not to just take a load of damage, but now Jona, oh my gosh, it's just like so enthralling to see the way that they navigate around the screen.
Yeah,
the whipping below, it's ready for it.
You saw Jona get tagged by that earlier a couple times. This time Jona able to make the adaptation, just punishes the whiff on it. Good counter assault. Ooh, okay, does it again.
Yeah, just running up, trying to make Jona flinch, just trying to get Jona out of their comfort zone. Monarch throwing everything that they have at Jona, but Jona's defense just flawless, even utilizing the barrier precisely find that massive hit.
Yeah, Wolf backdash, and now one mix is going to kill so much Wolf meter on deck. Will we see a bait? We do not.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the fake bait, again, closing it out for Jona, and Jona will reset.
There it is, the 3-1, and Jona. Just precision is the key word. The way that they're just flying around this screen, keeping Monarch on their toes. They were so just aptly ready for the counterplay initially in the Heavens Final that we saw, but in this Maiden Heavens Final, Jona just varying up their approaches. Monarch just can't quite get the read on it. The offense has been insanely impressive. This is tense that we have here for this reset.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of he has some Monarch-specific stuff, right? Right there, that wasn't the first time that in a situation, Monarch does have meter, but Jona goes for a dash straight down into low, right? He's done that multiple times against Monarch just to know he might flinch against this and not try to DP it, right? And that's happened, it's worked both times for him. This time Monarch maybe trying to go to Lambda? Yeah, this is an interesting choice. They're going to reset here with Lambda. Now, Lambda is not a character you'd expect to work too well against Valkenhayn, so her projectiles are very strong, but if you whiff them, you're in so much recovery. So I'm not 100% sure about this choice, but I think that, like, you know, maybe Jona has just really showed that I'm so good at this bait now. I have a complete read on how you're going to time everything. So Monarch is trying to switch it up here.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the question is, there's a reason why Monarch is in this seat, so I definitely don't want it to like question the ability of them as a player, but it's been mostly an S-centric top 8 run for them, you know?
Yeah.
Haven't really been pulling out the Lambda, so pulling it out in this sequence in a do or die situation can be tough to do, switching characters like that.
Yeah, but Monarch can do it. We've never seen him miss a beat switching characters, and that's one of the reasons why he's a top player.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, good movement by Monarch there. Gets the anti-air. Throw gets broken.
Ready for it.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that's massive. So just stuffing that momentum with the vortex below, influencing that gravity. Here comes Monarch.
Go! Doesn't block the overhead. And this is a big momentum change for Monarch. You're switching characters, kind of really just, this character is almost like complete opposite of S, right? So
yeah.
How you approach her might help with how he's gonna deal with it as Jona. Drops the combo there.
Loving it. Here comes Monarch. Yeah, we're going to be able to push into the corner, even get the follow-up there after. Another good tuck on the throw there from Jona.
Ooh, just too fast there, right? Monarch tried to use the standing C to kind of punish that, but it's too slow. Ooh. Oh! Burst.
These huge calls from Monarch. Yeah, Jona not having any of that, so going to be bursting before it's too little too late. Not huge damage here. Doesn't have a lot of Wolf meter to work with, and just netting the reset back into neutral.
Ooh, good movement there. Jumps over the gravity well.
Okay.
One mix-up, and of course, Lambda does not have any reversals here. Gotta respect this. Human form overhead. Got the burst back.
Drop bows on them yet again. Throw them bows. Here comes Jona. Trying to lock down Monarch if at all possible. Look at the defense.
Ooh.
Oh.
That was a good choice there. He basically, by doing a normal jump mix-up there, conserves meters for the second mix-up, which actually did hit there. Oh, yeah. So yeah, as I said, the projectile is very strong, but if you whiff it, it is a big pain. And tries to roll out. Jona punishes. Nice guard point. Yeah, Valkenhayn's guard point is really good against slow air normals, just like that. And mix-ups, yeah. Okay, well, at least he blocked most of it, so now the wolf gauge is broken, but he might actually also be dead.
It's looking like that's leading to that one way or another. Monarch going to be having one final stand. A big whiff going to allow for Monarch to catch and a punish. And I'm loving the side swap confirmation as well. Extremely significant.
Yeah, very good. If anything's going to happen here, he's got to make it here in the corner, right?
Okay,
yeah, for the bait overhead.
Wow.
Yeah, that overhead is so weird and so slow looking. He catches people all the time because it has so much range too, right? Oh, that doesn't punish.
Yeah, not quite. Gonna allow for a free opener here from Monarch.
Oh, there's the burst.
Ideology for the burst will be able to get the punish. Monarch trying to make this lead to a kill, and it will. Gonna be able to get that game won. With the way that match was going initially, I was going to put a highlight on Jona's adaptation factor, and I still do. The round one was so conventionally in Monarch's favor, but you can see Jona, the cocks kind of turning, having some good calls on how to lock down Lambda, even though the initial big momentum shift on the matchup with the Monarch clutch factor. You can tell that they have an idea of what they're looking to do here. Just try to slow Jona down, put gravity wells on the screen to influence the momentum and cover the screen with those spikes, and it's working out.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that, like, right there, you know, Jona burst, he baited it, but it's pretty hard to burst against Lambda anyway, right? So, okay, fake throw. I like it. Good instant block by Jona. That is punishable instant block, but unfortunately, Monarch. Able to capitalize that Jona's missed there as well.
Go. Monarch just looking like they haven't skipped a beat on this character change. The Lambda looking so amazing.
Yeah, Jona willing to burst here. Momentum burst, right? Put Monarch in the corner. Monarch has no resources, so with 3 quick mix-ups here, that's Jona's plan, right? To kill Monarch before he can get any more resources. Fake overhead into real overhead. And again, it's probably going to end the combo short here so that Monarch is not going to get burst or card cancel out.
Exactly
yeah,
right.
There it is. You know, you can't guard cancel if you don't block the initial hit, right?
Right. Fake out with the low. There goes Jona, taking the fight over to Monarch.
Yeah, just so much awareness, right? Perfectly aware of how much resources both players have.
Okay, oh my gosh, yeah, you see?
Chasing
just
him
the difference in ideologies here. Monarch trying to create that space, Jona trying to close that gap.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did drop that, and now Wolf is broken. Woo! Overhead. Whiffs the 5C there.
Yeah, And I think Wolf being broken for Jona is so significant in multiple ways. I mean, we talked about like the mix-up factor, but I think just in terms of the navigation factor, Jona really likes to move around in that Wolf form. Like, despite the dropback not being able to block, they're just so comfortable and have so much confidence in their movement that they're able to navigate even against a character like Lambda.
Yeah, he's just fast, and he has amazing normals, so, you know, I like that gauge to be full. Drops it. Tries for an air throw, doesn't quite work out there, but now he's simply an old man again, overhead.
Right.
Monarch's going to be able to put him within one combo to kill.
Monarch trying to lock Jona down, rapid cancel, looking to bait in type reversal.
Catches him after the counter assault. Conserving Wolf meter here. Lets him roll. Unable to catch him. Scary counter assault.
Oh my god.
Fake, yeah, the fake throw.
Oh! Get the dash back, catches Jona slipping. The barrier is depleting here from Jona, so is the life. They still have the burst available. What are they going to do defensively? This is getting just increasingly more difficult to navigate.
Whoa, he whiffed the fireball.
That's a great whiff punish here from Jona. What will they be able to do with it?
Probably not go for super. Just going to try to lock Monarch down here with all that Wolf gauge. Go for double instant overhead again.
Oh my gosh, so ready for it. Does Monarch have the life lead?
No!
Oh my gosh!
I think he does have the life lead. I think he's got it. He's got it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it goes over to Monarch. So that means in any of those sequences, if Monarch made one mistake, it was over.
Yeah, but really good. They both overdrive. Whoa, EA hits. Somersault. Whew. Good block, and that is punishable. But Monarch ready with the Akbar, sir.
Here we go, Monarch. Despite the tough scenario they were just in, literally a picture perfect down to the time, they are just running away with the momentum that they're able to get from the relief of getting that round. Here they go.
Yeah, and he's able to finish it off. Able to turn that like close situation into a win, right? And just like we said, Monarch's defense is so good. Knows Jona has so much meter, it's going to go for these instant overheads. It's just a really good situational awareness. Right? Jona's just going to go right back into it.
Yeah. So this is it. Despite how we got here, it is Monarch who is threatening to be victorious here at CEOtaku 2022. We've seen Jona make apt adaptations time and time again within the context of this matchup, but it's a do or die situation for them right here, right now.
Ooh, good confirm. Reset. And of course, you can never count Jona. He could win 3 straight, right? So you never know. And we weren't sure about this Lambda pick, but it is paying off really well so far.
I'm loving it. Like, just in terms of how Monarch has been able to slow it down. I mean, we saw a timeout for God's sake. That, if anything, that should tell you how this match has been significantly altered.
Yeah, overhead gets blocked, but yeah, Jona's still got so much Wolf meter to work with. Even if this doesn't kill, he's got another Wolf mix-up, and there it is. Looks like Jona's starting to stabilize here.
I would say so, and then some, as they're going to be firing back with a perfect. What a response.
Okay. Yeah, once Monarch gets locked down by that 5C from Jona, it's a really hard situation to get out because you know that Wolf mix-up's coming, but Lambda cannot challenge that very easily. Right. So just making him block is just really significant here. Nice, again with the empty low. And Monarch, yeah, he's got a burst.
Yeah, just really trying to find their initial hit within the context of this game, because like it's looking like Jona's trying to set up for a double perfect. What a response statement that would be.
Ooh, okay. Monarch not willing to let it go that way.
Super necessary, but the Jona momentum that's been built up potentially just a little bit too strong. Okay. Monarch's defense not going to be stifled because of it, though.
Nice anti-air. Yeah, you don't want to press here. You've got a lot to work with, right? But you also don't want to let Monarch off easy. So counter assault.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Tag them moving. Keep it easy. Jona firing back with a quick game on his side.
Yeah, you can see Monarch trying to thread the needle, making that initial Wolf Cannon miss, but Jona just on the prowl, recognizing that all he needed was one more hit to get it going.
It's 2-1. Yeah, 2-1.
That's what happens when you're so in the zone in these like grand final sets. You can sometimes lose track of what the score may be. You're zoned in, so focused on trying to figure out how you're going to play around your opponent. It's like, okay, I can do this and this in the next match. Wait, how many matches do I need?
How much did I win? Yeah. I know. It's okay. I remembered. I got you guys. I'm out here doing stage directing and commentating at the same time, right?
We're here. Okay, so back to the character select. Now, I wonder if the reason why Monarch was inquiring about that was the character select. They're like, okay, is this the last game that I have? Because if I have another game to gamble, I'm going to go back to S, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, right? Because there's such a difference in the playstyle of these two characters, right? Maybe he's able to throw Jona off here. Maybe Jona can't make the adaptation quick enough, but he does jump right into Jona's 5C.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, broke the wolf cage. But he's got a frame trap there. You got to respect it. And if you don't, he gets more wolf cage back because you are getting hit by him.
Yeah, no burst here. Initiative from Monarch. What a reversal throw of all things.
Interesting choice because we know that tackle is minus, but it's not minus enough to be thrown. Okay, super. And it hit!
Wow.
First time. First time for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got wolf gauge. Tags the jump. Yeah, it looks like Jona's not missing a beat so far. But again, Monarch does have a lot of defensive resources left, but unable to use them for whatever reason. And Jona will take it pretty cleanly, barring a hero burst, of course.
Yeah, look at Jona go. Even with the character swap, despite Monarch being up 2 games, they are on a mission, understanding the assignment, trying to execute it.
Yeah. Oh, no. That was a miss.
Woo! My gosh, you're ready for these high lows, but again, it's that question. How much can you take when that Valkenhayn wolf form is coming for you? It's so rough.
Yeah, it's like it's a stamina thing, right? Like you can block it, but no matter how much you block it, you still have to keep dealing with it, and it's hard. You don't get any breaks, right? Yeah. And in a long set like this, it's showing that like Monarch's starting to show a little bit of cracks in the defense there.
Yes, indeed. Especially with the sequencing of these matches, Jona's been on a tear.
Yeah, just a raw low. But you know what it is though? The last couple rounds, when Jona had 50 meter with one mix-up to finish it, he's gone overhead every time. That time just did a raw low and just hit. Right?
Yes.
Because Monarch didn't respect it that time. Expecting the overhead in that situation. Now, Jona has tied it up 2-2. Final game.
Yeah, now the question kind of lies on Monarch here of what they want to do. They were, checking the set count to see if they were willing to gamble on a game with the S. Lambda has done a lot of work within the context of this Made in Heaven finals, but it looks like they're going to let it all ride with the S. They have locked in. We're here.
Yeah, here we go. See how it goes here. Once again, Jona with the early opening, Monarch with the early burst. He's trying to win the championship here. So got an early burst. You can maybe get the burst back if you do win this round. Or even if you lose it, you'll probably get it back. But okay. Very nice. Early burst from Jona's probably the same ideology, but this time it's a momentum burst. He's got Monarch in the corner. Gonna get a wolf combo here. Rebuild some wolf gauge. Fake into low.
The mental stack, baby. Yeah. Jona is just really running away with all the momentum in this match. Monarch finding opportunity to slow it down previously, but Jona just won't stop. Oh my goodness.
Such good mix-up choices there, and he still didn't break the wolf gauge, and he's got meter for super.
Oh man, just amazing execution there. It's just all there, the combo routes, maintaining some of that wolf gauge to make sure Monarch is always on the ropes, and now they're 1 round away from being able to take it all.
Yeah, Jona's just been so good on his offense right now. Like, we're watching CEOtaku 2022. He's in 3000 2022.
I love that. I'm sure people still playing Blazblue.
Good block.
Catch the backdash. Huge opportunity for Monarch.
Yeah, this time complete reversal of the previous round. Good offense so far. Jumps out of the ring, throw counter.
Wow, extremely significant. Got to be able to get the pickup. Jona won't be getting the burst back. What a statement for Monarch to make.
Yeah, both players with the perfect to start this round off.
Oh,
and now
my
final
gosh.
Game, final set. Both players with burst, probably. Yeah, and now, who's going to take this for CEOtaku 2022?
This is it. How tense can it possibly get between these two players? Instant overhead with
Whoa,
the
cross under.
Run under.
6B.
Where
nice
do you think
anti-air.
you're going?
Good block there. Good instant blocks, too. Gets the meter. Locks him down. Force Monarch to counter assault.
Chases them down, keeps them locked down with the shield.
Flinched.
There's no burst available. Monarch doesn't have meter, but look at these routes. Jona needs to be extremely careful on defense here. Monarch just won't stop.
Oh, he baited it!
Bait on the dead angle, that should be it. And just like that, Monarch sealing the deal, getting revenge, feeling the validation, just a good respect meeting of the month. These two legendary players of Blazblue, past, present, and future. Monarch is your CEOtaku 2022 Blazblue Central Fiction Grand Champion.
Yeah, and I think, that was such like a long set, right? I think stamina started to become a factor. Both of these characters are so good on offense and on defense, right? And the longer you play it, like the harder it gets. Like, I used to be able to block this, but now my brain feels a little slower. Very good play from Monarch on both. Two dominating rounds in the road to close it, right? And very good play from Jona as well. Almost made it all the way back, right? So I love that set. That was so good. And as always, Blazblue never disappoints, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, just Monarch, man, in those tense scenarios where you're cycling and juggling character choices and ideology and something as tense as like a Grand Finals reset situation, is up to, the last thing you want to do is make like the wrong choice or the wrong decision, not only in the way that you play, but the character that you choose. And for him to have that amount of success with Lambda and then in that final decision when it was 2-1 to go S, and they tied up 2-2 and saying, I have an idea. I know what I want to do. I'm sticking with S despite Lambda having most of the advantage to get me there in the first place. Just only a decision that the top level player can make.
Yeah, that was tough too. Like when you think about it, like even having to make that decision at all, it's just really on your brain, right? At the same time, should I pick a different character? And then like when you pick the choice, you lose that round like that, right? It's like maybe I should have switched back, But at the end of the day, stuck to his guns. 2 dominating rounds to win it out, right? Very good showing from Monarch. As expected of our CEOtaku 2022 champion.
Indeed. It's just so wonderful seeing Blazblue Central Fiction getting this amount of representation, the anime game that it is here at CEOtaku, such an anime-centric tournament. And the competition is still fierce. The competition is still strong. This, scene is alive and kicking. It's all thanks to this creation that Mori has created. And I just thank him for making such a wonderful game and franchise that we've been playing for over a decade now.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, this is the last probably tournament that where Mori was a producer of Blazblue, right? He did announce yesterday that he is resigning from Arc System Works, and so if you haven't already, go if you have Twitter, right? Go to Twitter, check out that tweet, and leave your thoughts on Blazblue, right? For Blazblue, for me, it's been a game that I've been playing since it came out, since like the very first demo at Anime Expo 2008. I was there playing Blazblue, right? And so Mori's creation has really touched a lot of people. It's a game that has been around for a really long time. It's a game that even though after he leaves Arc System Works, Blazblue may never be the same. It may go to the next level, but his legacy will live on as Blazblue, right? He's the creator of Blazblue. A lot of these ideas are his, and he's really brought a creation that has really touched a lot of people. And it's a game series that, as you all mentioned, it's still going strong, right? His legacy lives on, even if he moves on to a different company or wherever he does next, right? So thank you again, once again. If you have seen that tweet, you haven't seen it yet, for example, or you're on the fence about leaving some comments or something, do leave a comment for him. We appreciate you, Mori, and whatever you do next, we're looking out for you.
Wonderfully said, but no matter what it may be in terms of the future, Blazblue Central Fiction competition is always strong.
All right,
Let's reward competitors.
Let's give it up for your top 8 bbcf. Coming in at 7th place, Daze. Also in 7th place, DGF. And for 5th place, Brkrdave. Also in 5th place, Nezu. For your 4th place, Badline. Coming in at 3rd, Elyon. Your 2nd place, Jona. And your CEOtaku 2022 bbcf champion, Monarch. Also, before the players get off the stage, I would like to take a quick little video. As I'm sure you saw, there's a bit news about the producer, Mori. Not sure where he's going next, but I would love for y'all to give me a thank you, Mori chant for everything he's done with supporting bbcf. I need a thank you, Mori chant on the camera. Do you guys know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Mori.
Thank you, Mori. What's the call here?
Thank you, Mori. Thank you, Mori.
Thank you, Mori.
Thank you, Mori. Thank you, Mori. Thank you, Mori.
Thank you. I just want to make sure he appreciates and sees that from the community, so thank you so much. Give it up to the Blazblue guys, thank you. We're going to take a minute break to switch over to DNF Dual Top 8 and get you ready for an announcement in a few moments. So stick around.
All right. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to Blazblue CF Top 8. This is CEOtaku 2022, and we've got DNF Top 8 coming up next, so don't go anywhere. This is Shay signing out along with
Crack and Icons, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you all very soon.
All right, see you guys next time.